Hello and welcome to Cameron+Deanna. I'm Cameron,
I'm Deanna.
and we are in a few moments going to be live reacting to the Disney Parks D23 panel. We are watching the stream, pretty much just waiting for it to start, so that's why there's no audio for that right now.
Yeah, we don't know what they're talking about right now. We're not that interested in this, but
yeah, this is kind of just like their pre-show.
Yeah.
And so we will get into hopefully that pretty soon. We got about 10 minutes till it starts, so we're going to just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the announcements that have been made previously, and then
some big stuff came out yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. And then for the stream today as a whole, we're going to live react to this. Should be about an hour and a half, judging from the schedule. And then we are going to talk through our recent trip to Disney World, as well as our experience on the Disney Wish.
It was kind of a two-parter trip.
Yeah.
It was two short trips that made up one long trip.
Yeah. And we're going to share some of the stuff that we bought, the kind of shopping stuff. And then after that, we're also going to take a look at the Disney/Marvel Games showcase, and then the Assassin's Creed Ubisoft Forward. And so no video games today, but a lot of stuff that we'll be watching and talking about.
Unless we randomly decide to just play something.
Yeah.
You never know.
It happens.
Surprise stream.
Surprise stream.
Okay. Well, do you want to go talk about some stuff that came out yesterday?
Yeah, let's go for it.
So, or over the past couple of days at least. So, I'll just kind of list them out. We can pick one to talk about. And a lot of these we got trailers for, and some of them were just like teased. But we got Hocus Pocus 2 trailer coming out September 30th. There's a short series about Zootopia coming out November 9th. It's a Disney Plus series.
So I'm hyped for that.
Yeah.
Like Zootopia is one of my favorite like Disney movies of like the modern age. Mm-hmm. And so anytime
of like the current
honestly
generation.
Anytime that we could get more Zootopia, I'm crazy hyped for. Also,
yes.
What website are you on? I'll put it on
allears.net. They're they're like a part of the umbrella that has Disney food blog and stuff. They're like the mainstream Disney content social media house. So I just Googled list of announcements. Yes. Yeah, there you go. So you can do that over there, so I'm not looking at my phone.
And I messed up there we go.
Okay. What?
Okay, there we go.
Okay. We got, I don't know what Strange World is, but that was a thing. And then this Thanksgiving, which time has escaped me. I didn't even realize, stuff was already coming out this year. I was like, it's in the future. Everything's later. But we got a trailer for Disenchanted, which looks really good. Honestly, I was kind of meh about the idea of a sequel. I was, not sure. I'm kind of, not excited about sequels in general just because they have a bad track record. But the way they presented this one looks very interesting. So it looks like they have, Giselle wishes for something, and then she kind of becomes the evil stepmother, which she is a stepmother at this point. So it kind of makes sense. But I think that'll be fun. They've been talking about Haunted Mansion. It's coming out in March, which is silly. Just wait till Halloween.
Right. This is kind of you hit on Hocus Pocus up here at the top, but this is kind of the same thing that happened to the first Hocus Pocus, right?
Yeah, it came out in July.
Yeah. It's why are we releasing Halloween movies, in the, middle of the year?
I mean, I'm not going to be upset about getting it sooner than that, but it just seems a little strange. And they also said Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be, they've already announced these things, but it's going to be Madame Leota. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm expecting it to be spoopy and funny still. I'm expecting them to still take a comedy route, but maybe make it a little more actually about the lore of the ride and not just whatever Eddie Murphy gets up to or whatever they wrote. That was kind of random. Mm-hmm. It didn't really connect as much with the ride. I think this one will. And then we got a trailer or a teaser trailer for The Little Mermaid. And we got to hear a snippet of Halle Bailey. Is it Halle Bailey? Am I saying it correctly?
That sounds right.
Singing Part of Your World. And I got a little choked up because Little Mermaid's my favorite. One of my favorite movies, but Ariel's my favorite princess. Yeah, Halle Bailey. And let me just, the first time I heard her sing that, I was like, well, she sounds like a siren, so she's perfect. Because, like, she has a gorgeous voice. And, like, that's the one thing that's, I keep touching this, like, most important about Little Mermaid is her, like, whole story revolves around her voice. I was like, as long as she's a good singer, we're good. And she's perfect. So I'm excited to see it. And I wonder if they'll take a different twist. Like, because I know I liked how Cinderella was a little bit different from the original, like the live action Cinderella. I get frustrated when it's like the live action remake is a lot like copy of the original with like a couple of changes. Like that doesn't work. I want it to be like almost a new spin or a new perspective.
Yeah.
So.
And that's kind of the challenge that Lion King fell into.
Yeah.
Like Lion King versus Aladdin, where like I think they both had their faults. Like, I think one of the biggest problems with Lion King specifically was it's almost like a shot-for-shot remake compared to Aladdin that's at least trying to do something new.
Yeah. Like, Lion King was cool because, like, oh, it's the same movie. And then the few things that were different, I'm like, I hate it. Why is this song different?
Can you scoot back a little bit?
No.
I don't know if that's going to be possible.
Maybe you can scoot back because I'm smaller, so I should probably be closer.
I'm trying to just, it's the mic. Like, you're peeking, and so I'm trying to.
We'll point it more towards you then. But anyway, we should kind of go quickly through this. But then I'm excited for Little Mermaid. We got a sneak peek at a new animated, but it's like a combined 2D animation and normal animation movie called Wish. So I think this is our new Disney princess. That they did a snippet of that. Peter Pan and Wendy. I don't know how I feel until I see more about it because that's also an important movie for me. Mufasa. I'm guessing will be a prequel.
Prequels. It'd be cool to see Mufasa and Scar's dynamic if that's what this is going to be about.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel. Especially the big classics for me. I'm like, I don't know how to feel. I'm like, don't mess it up. But they can't really mess it up because they can't change the original. But still, it's like, Snow White, they didn't really, they just like, it's coming. Yeah. Sometime in the next couple of years. That's
definitely one I'm curious to what you were just talking about.
I want it to be a new take.
Yeah, I want to see what a new take on the Snow White story could be.
Yeah.
We've obviously seen, like, I think non-Disney spinoffs, like Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah.
Or whatever that was called.
There's been plenty of retakes on, like, different takes on Snow White, for sure. Sydney White with Amanda Bynes. But... Pixar, we got Elemental, which I feel like, I just said this the other day, Pixar's in the realm of everything we do is abstract. We're doing stuff about emotions and souls, and now we're doing something about elements. Like, whoever's kind of the main creative head right now is just like, I've got abstract ideas.
Yeah. From, like, the shot I saw of this, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if they did a full trailer. I just saw, like, a freeze frame of it. But...
Knowing Pixar, it'll be a smash hit or a meh.
Yeah.
Like, they don't really do in-betweens. It's kind of like, it made me sob, or I don't know. With, like, Inside Out or Up versus, like, The Good Dinosaur. Like, that was a movie. Yeah. And then the other one's, of course, Crying. They released a few other things. Something called Win or Lose, something called Elio, and also Inside Out, too, speaking of things that make you cry.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we'll continue on with Riley. Like, maybe we'll see, like, Riley going through the difficult emotions of being, like, a teen. Or, like, teen with college and stuff like that. So that'd be really interesting to kind of see how, you know, a person's emotions change as they grow and get into different situations. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Or it's a whole new character.
Right. I would like to see Riley. I don't know what else they would necessarily do, but, like, kind of the idea of that as you get older, you start getting more complex emotions. Like, that's obviously such a big part of, like, the end of that one. I think it'd be very interesting to see how that gets carried out. Like, as you're saying, like, what does that look like going to college? Or as and they kind of did that idea with Toy Story.
A boyfriend breaking up with you or something like
that.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah, where it's like and we could probably go and find this out, but it's like, where are the kids that watched Inside Out? What age are they now? Yeah. So I feel like there's a good chance that's going to be the target audience for this. And then the Riley is just going to be the same age as them.
Yeah. And then let's speed through some of the last ones. Lucasfilm, we got Tales of the Jedi,
which looks
is
awesome.
Like Clone Wars backstories. I think it's like a series of shorts. So it's like Ahsoka's backstory, or a bit more about Ahsoka, a bit more about Count Dooku. So kind of like maybe little stories that fill in the gaps. And then we got Willow, Bad Batch Season 2, and Indiana Jones 5. And I think Harrison Ford said, this is the last one. So, and then we got some Marvel ones, but I think that kind of just tails on the end of San Diego Comic-Con as well. But I think they should be starting the Parks panel.
Sorry, and I had to ban a bot in chat, and now I can't get back to it. That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, there's the
There
X.
it is. It wouldn't let me get to the X. Let's see. Yeah, so we are still talking, it looks like.
But they're pulling away, so maybe we're switching to the next thing. So good timing. D23 Expo Live. Here we go. This is the happily ever after music. The fireworks show. I put this in our wedding reception playlist. They better be bringing the show back. Oh my gosh. Enchantment doesn't hold a candle to this show.
Yeah. Anything big you're hoping for in this panel?
This is one of the big things, like if they're gonna do this. I'm dying.
I know one of the other big things that we're talking about was Tron coming back. Or, well, not Tron coming back. Tron being finished.
Yeah, when are they going to finish it? And the Moana, so all the stuff that was announced before the pandemic, when has it been pushed back to? Because we're still waiting on a lot of things that were either scrapped or just delayed. I swear, if they're going to bring back Happily Ever After, I'm like, we're going back the second that's Happily Ever After. I have a poster of the show. My friends have a poster of the show as well because it made all of us cry.
So just getting audio, hopefully good balance between us and the show. So I'm very excited to see that. I want them to also. I'm hoping for some more announcements for the.
I'm texting my friend.
Avengers Campus stuff. I know that they just announced that they're going to be putting in a third ride, and so
yeah,
I don't know if we got more details than that. I just saw like the headline. But
which ride?
The third Avengers Campus.
Oh yeah, they're expanding the Avengers Campus.
I think this would be a good time for them to actually like reveal what that's going to be.
I'm having a moment.
Yeah.
Like literally the best fireworks show. But please be coming back, please. Whenever they finish the 50th, please. Oh, are we gonna do the Main Street Electrical Parade song now, or are you just teasing us? Okay, Jordan. I think his name's Jordan Knight.
And now, please welcome Chairman of Disney Parks,
That's the picture of Happily
Experiences
Ever After.
and Products, Josh DeMauro.
Josh,
Hi, Josh.
Bring it back, Josh. That's the question with Josh. How much does he have sway over stuff, and how much does Bob Chapek have sway over
you guys
stuff?
sound good.
Like, who's making the big decisions?
Good morning,
turn that
everyone.
brass
I
over?
am so glad to be here. We're all back at the D23 Expo. You're all doing good?
Yeah.
I got a chance to see a lot of you walking out on the floor and saying
But
hello.
I swear,
love
they're
spending
bringing that
time with you.
back.
What a way to
We're
start.
planning
How
our
about
next
another
trip.
huge round of applause
Like,
for
we're
Jordan
booking stuff if it's
Fletcher.
not too far out. Because I think March is when they're ending the 50th anniversary.
I am guessing that a lot of you recognize that music.
Yes,
You
we did
recognize
recognize
that
the music.
Yeah, that's the theme song from Happily Ever After at
No
Walt
duh.
Disney Resort.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, yes.
If you're anything like me, you just flashed back to standing up on Main Street watching the sky light up. over
He is
Cinderella
toying
Castle.
with me.
Yeah, he's playing with your
You
emotions.
know what? Let's get started with an announcement. Right off the bat, just for you, our biggest fans, I am so excited to share that next year, we're going to bring back the Happily Ever After anthem. As part of part of an updated Magic Kingdom. It's a nighttime factor. I know you guys love this stuff. I know it. I love it too.
How's that for a reaction?
Now, as I listen to
Also, I feel like
Happily
rip
Ever
headphone
After
users.
for the first time in a while, quite frankly, some of the lyrics, they hit me in a whole new way.
I'm dying.
Setting out for a
This is
I'm
like the-
happy.
tomorrow.
This is like the Taylor Swift.
Every step
And then I
you
am
take
dead.
brings a new
And then I
hope,
died.
brings
R.I.P.
a new
me.
day.
Rest in
There's
peace,
no
me.
limit to where we're going. These lines mean a lot, even more to me now than they did.
Yeah,
3
did they
years
figure
ago,
out on
which
Instagram
was the
and all the
last time
places
that we
that
were all together here.
Fans were not happy with the new fireworks
That
show.
everyone
and
just
they was
wanted
like,
to-
how dare you
None
take
of
this
us
show
could
away
have
from us?
predicted what lay ahead when we left this room back in 2019. But I gotta
I'm so
tell you,
excited.
during those tough times,
What's up,
we all
mathematics?
kept wishing.
Appreciate you
together.
coming
We
by
kept
for the first
dreaming
time.
together. We
Chunk the
kept
Hut.
finding
They
Disney
just
magic,
announced that
and
they
we
are
did
bringing
it
back
all
Happily Ever
together.
After.
The fireworks
That's all
show.
you've missed
And
so
through
far.
it all,
And we had like a
you,
performance
all
of
you,
one
you've
of
been
that
right
theme song.
there
But
with us.
other than that, you haven't missed
every
anything.
single step of the way. You kept us going. You all kept me going. You all kept the Disney magic
So excited about all the
alive when
new
we were
shows
all
and
at
movies.
home.
Yeah,
That was all of us.
we were
all the
talking through
cast
some of the
members
recent
around the
announcements.
world. They could
Very
feel
exciting
your
stuff
energy,
coming up.
even though our parks
I'm very
were closed.
excited for.
Yeah.
And like the song says,
my Disney
every
girls
step
trip where I'd be
forward
like,
we
we're
took,
gonna go back.
It really did bring us new hope. So now that we're finally back here
Like,
together, I just
I'd
want
probably
to
go
say
back multiple times just for that.
thank you.
But that's why I'm
Thank
excited
you to
about this
all of
panel
you,
because
our
I wanted to hear
biggest
these kinds of
fans.
dates because I have plans. Because
And
it's
I
like
want you all to know
when
this.
things are going to be finished, it's like I'd rather go
understand.
back when it's
I
like there's
know
several
how
new
you
things,
feel about
not
our
just
parks.
one new thing.
I know why you
know?
love being there with your friends and
We've
with
been
your
there.
family, and I'm sure I've had a chance to meet many of you.
I mean,
I want to have a chance to meet
Star Wars
all of
movies
you
for a while.
as
We're
I walk
excited about
around
the
our
new-
special
yeah,
places.
Mando season 3 is gonna be really cool.
Yeah, who doesn't love
those
more
moments of connection because it
Grogu
lets me hear
and
all of your
Mando?
voices. It lets me hear all of your stories.
What are we talking
and most
about? I think he's just
importantly,
talking about how we
lets me hear your
prevailed through
dreams.
the pandemic and kept
I understand how much Disney means.
a
to you
Disney
all.
cruise.
We've done
And
that
I
too.
feel
just did our
so
first
lucky
one.
that it's my job to keep giving
I
you
wonder if they're
brand
gonna
new
announce
reasons to feel
the
that
new
way.
ship or
I am
not,
so
or that's
so
a next
grateful
year thing.
that you're on this journey with us. Now, I know that change can be hard and we may not get things perfect all the time, but I also know that you want to
don't
be part
hear
of
you
what we're
very
doing
good, the guy. Your
and where
mic
we're
is kinda
headed,
low,
and that
and the
means
video
everything to us.
is louder. Okay. We're
So
trying to
then-
figure out our audio.
Where do we go next?
Let's turn that
Well,
down.
on Friday, Bob
Appreciate
Chapek,
the
he
call
talked
out.
about the
Yes.
future of our company and how he wants
Hopefully
to
that's a little better.
revolutionize
We're trying to get the balance
entertainment
between
yet
the
again.
two of
And
us
I can tell
on
you,
one mic, and
we
it's-
see
Yeah.
It was causing some
absolutely
issues because
boundless
Deanna
future
was
in front of
spiking.
us where our
I was
theme
screaming.
parks-
Yeah,
Excitement. You were mad hyped with the reacts, and so-
We need to
the
get, like, a
wildest
limiter or
imaginations,
something on
and
it,
they
but-
exceed
But the
our
limit does
greatest
not exist.
expectations.
We need a.
We're going to talk
we
a
need
lot about that
mixer to
future
do that.
today,
Yeah.
but I want to start with what makes the
'Cause we do have
D23 Expo
the-
so
one of the things,
special.
but-
This event, it gives us a chance to celebrate all
oh, yeah,
things
Inside Out
Disney,
2 is gonna be so much
including,
hype.
of course, our
Hopefully
love
that
for
audio's a
all
bit
of you,
better.
our fans.
Okay, Josh, get to the announcements.
To our fans,
See, at least Josh, we're like, he might.
one
I
of the
don't know.
ways that we
I don't know how
celebrate
people feel
with
about
you
him, but-
is through our park anniversaries. And 2022 has been a huge year for those celebrations. Right now, we're in the middle of the world's most
50th,
magical
yes.
celebration. Yep. All my Florida folks here honoring the 50th anniversary of the Walt Disney
But yeah,
World
that's kind of the
Resort.
thing about these parks announcements too.
Now, it
Is
sounds
like if
like
you
you've all
love
been
the
there.
parks,
We've unveiled
it's gonna
new
affect like
attractions,
your
we've got new
future
character moments.
plans.
We've got
It's
new
like,
nighttime
okay.
spectaculars.
like
and
it
there's
affects
so
like
many other
what you
cool
want to
things
do
going on.
in your actual life.
And
Whereas when the
now,
movie comes out, you just go
Epcot
watch
is
it. You know.
only a short few
But-
weeks away from its 40th.
Oh yeah,
Its
Epcot's turning
40th
40.
anniversary.
Oh,
And
this
one
year-
anniversary
so much
into another
happening at the
anniversary.
park.
Let's
Yeah, I
go.
think October
Continues
it's
its
turning 40.
transformation. All right. How many of you have been on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic?
We've been
We
on
have-
Guardians
we
3
went
times.
3 times. Hype.
It was
It's
amazing.
insane, right? I mean, that attraction is unbelievable.
Sadly, the parks don't really matter since you live in
And I'm
Israel.
sure
Oh
you
yeah,
have a favorite
no
song.
Disney World.
Hey, you want to come come
few
over?
of you.
We
What's
can
one of your
split a
favorite
hotel
songs?
room.
That's it's a good way to. Yeah.
We could stay in the cheap
You know what
hotel
mine
rooms and
is?
split it.
September.
Shit. We got this song too, and we wrote it.
Yeah. I feel like this is gonna get the audio strike on.
Actually,
on YouTube.
Disneyland Paris would probably be closer for Israel. We haven't been there.
I was going to do just a little bit of a dance up here.
Okay.
My daughter.
I say probably. It is geographically closer.
Do not do it. But I could kind of dance. But you're welcome, Kate.
Such
We
a
all
fun
know that's a
ride.
great track. Now, every time that I hear that track, I'm thinking about
Yeah, I avoided POVs until we
Let's
rode
go
it.
over to Disneyland
Yeah.
Paris,
Same.
where I hope you got
And
to
welcome,
see
Knockout.
Mickey light up the
Happy to have you with
Eiffel
us.
Tower
It's
in honor of the
magical,
resort's
that
30th
ride. It's like
anniversary.
unreal how
Such
good
a
it
cool
is.
moment for our cast and all our fans.
Unless you're
We
prone
also
to bad
have the
motion
new
sickness,
Disney
and you might be in
Light
trouble.
Drone
But
show happening
I
each
almost
evening
got
over the
sick,
castle.
but
Really cool to see.
maybe
And I am
preemptively
pleased to
take
announce
some
that the resort's
driving with me.
30th
You'll be riding in
anniversary
about a
celebration
month.
will
Nice.
continue through September 30th of next year. So if you
Oh,
have
yeah,
not
Disneyland
got
Paris
a
celebrating
chance
30
to
years.
visit, get over there and check it out while there is still time. And as part of
I
the
would
grand
like
finale
to,
for this
but
30th
Yeah.
celebration,
I have to make
am also
calculated
excited to
decisions
announce
about
that we have
international
a
travel.
brand
Yeah.
new show
I would like to do
coming
the new
Walt Disney
Marvel
Studio
ride that they
Park.
have
It's
there.
called
Yeah.
Pixar We Belong Together, and it'll debut next
That's
year
the thing
in
about
Studio
Paris. It's
Theater.
kind of like, are you
This-
doing a Europe with a bit
this
of
is going to
Disneyland
be
Paris,
an
or are you
amazing
just
show.
going for Disneyland Paris and a
All
little
right,
bit
let's
of
stay in
France? Like,
Paris just for a moment
it's like, what
because
does that trip
there
look
is
like?
a
I have a hard.
lot
I
of
can plan
momentum at
Disney
Walt
trips
Disney
like
Studios
crazy,
Park right
but
now.
anything
I
else,
got
I'm
the
like,
chance
well,
to
how do
be
you
there
pick?
just
It's
a
the
few
entire
weeks ago for
country.
the grand opening of our newest
How do you
Avengers
decide
campus.
what to do?
It is amazing. It's spectacular.
But if they have a Disney park, well,
and you
obviously
all
we're
know
doing
this,
that for part of it.
There is a lot more in the works over there. I'm going to come back to that in just a little bit.
Okay, what are you
Let's
talking
go
about?
over to Japan.
But I'm so happy
Tokyo
about
Disney
Happily
Sea.
Ever After. That was probably. I'm just
Yeah,
happy to say
Tokyo
anything.
Disney Sea
But,
just
oh, Tokyo!
finished
We were
its
supposed to go
fantastic
here.
Time to shine
But we did not get
20th
to go.
Anniversary celebration, and then we're looking forward to
Chunk
Tokyo
says, I'd love to go
Disneyland's
sometime. You've only been to
40th
Disney World once. Do it.
anniversary
It's so
next
much
year.
fun. Paris has trains that go
And then
straight
finally,
there.
as we wrap
So you did
up
a week
this
in Paris and 2
totally
days at Disney.
amazing
Ooh,
year
knockout.
of
I like that idea.
milestones.
Thank
We'll
you for that
officially
info.
hit
Oh, log that
the
away. Keep it.
70th anniversary of Walt Disney Imagineering
Imagineering.
on December 16th.
Oh yeah,
These
so they
are
said
amazing
Tokyo
people.
celebrating its 20th.
Amazing people. Award-winning filmmaker Leslie Iwerk, she's hosting a panel discussion with our Imagineers later today celebrating this anniversary. And she has
All the
produced
anniversaries.
a fantastic
Time has
video
passed.
tribute.
Yeah.
And that's going to be shown over there for the first time. So
I'm
please
excited about Happily
get
Ever
over
After. I
there
might
and
cry.
check that one out.
And Mathematics said, sorry, I missed
And
this.
now that
You'll go when
brings us
they
to
make one park
Disney's
that has both Star Wars and Marvel.
100th
So you don't get
Right.
to split between the two parks.
They couldn't do
on
that on the
October
East Coast of
16th,
the U.S.
2023. I mean, what
There's
an
stipulations about
incredible
that. There's a reason why
milestone
it's
for our
not
company.
at World,
As you've all been
because
hearing all
Universal
weekend, we
got it
are
first.
going to
Yeah.
celebrate next year in a big,
But we don't know
gigantic,
when that
huge
expires.
way,
Like, that could have an
nothing
expiration
that we
date.
have ever
We don't
done
know.
before.
And you consider
When
yourself
I look
lucky that
back
Disney bought
over our
your
first
two favorite
100
movie
years, what
franchises.
jumps
So only
out at
need
me
Disney
is
Plus
how
when
we
it
are
comes out.
just
Yeah, that's
Same,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
My feelings
Reinventing
exactly. Some
ourselves,
people are
telling new
upset, but I'm
stories
like,
for
it put all my
brand new
favorite things in one
generations.
place.
Right.
You all know
I don't-
this.
you know?
We need those stories now more than ever. And that's a
This is
lesson
all
we
together.
take straight from Walt. He believed in the power of storytelling. Our incredible
The
cast
moon.
of
He's like-
We're putting a park on the
make that
moon.
Yeah.
happen. They carry on that legacy each and every day.
I was just thinking, that's a nice boulder.
It's a nice boulder. Can you imagine Disney Park on the moon?
On the moon.
Now,
Space 220 was just
one
a
of the
teaser.
coolest
Yeah.
things in my role is I get letters all the time about how wonderful
I was
our
a cast member
members are.
once.
And I can, I'm pretty
Part-time,
sure that a lot of
seasonal.
those letters are coming from
The Disney
folks
store
in this
that
room.
doesn't exist
I gotta
anymore.
say, I love,
Rip a Disney store.
love hearing those stories. I read each
F
and
you,
every
John
one of them.
Bob
So
J.
please
Pitt.
keep them coming to me.
You take away my
I
Disney
do want to
store.
say thank you, thank you, thank you to our cast from around the world.
That
These
job
are the
was
best,
a
best
joy and a
people in
nightmare
the
all at
world.
the same time.
Yeah.
Because you're working in a mall, in a kid's store.
And
Yeah.
they are,
But
I wish I could
everything's
have
also
them all,
Disney,
all
so it's kind of a love-hate
170,000 right here
relationship.
today, but they are
Chunk
well
says, "I like that
represented
crater.
here by
That's a
our
nice
Disney
crater."
ambassadors from nearly all
also,
of our destinations
It can
around
give
the
you
world.
Star Wars and
Let's have
Marvel
them
rides.
stand.
No one
They're
can tell me
somewhere
they
here.
don't
There
want to
they
ride
are,
the
right
Millennium
over here.
Falcon. Telling you that
Somewhere.
Smuggler's Run, all of the fun.
Super fun. I mean, maybe they'll do that. I mean, they could do that at
They're
one
not
some of the
quite lit
Asian
up, but I
parks.
know they're out there. They're
I mean,
somewhere.
if you
It's great to
combine
see all of you.
Disney,
Thank
the
you
two
for coming and
Disneyland parks,
representing
they
our
have
unbelievable
that.
cast
Yeah.
members
You
around
just
the
have
world.
to
Okay.
go between.
Yeah.
I
But
have
they're walking
a
distance at
lot
least.
Yeah.
of really cool news to share with you today. So
Yeah, what's the news?
I'm gonna go fast.
Give us the deets.
So bear with me here. You guys
gonna
ready
go
to come along
fast?
on a little journey with me?
If, I mean,
No, dwell on it.
I say, considering it's
All right, well,
been
let's jump
15
into
minutes
this
and we've
boundless
gotten one
future
announcement.
because
So.
there is no
It's a
limit
good
to where
announcement,
we're
though.
going. Where are we? We are literally down the street from from
Disneyland.
Yeah, we are down
I
the
want to
street
go to
from the
D23
Disneyland
just so you
Resort.
can
We got
do
a lot of
a
Disneylanders
Disney
here, I know
con
that.
and
So
Disneyland at the
let's
same time.
start right there.
And the Halloween party is going on right now too.
I got my start.
It's a big
at
party
Disney,
time.
At the Disneyland resort. And no matter how far I am from Disneyland, it always feels like home.
So I
when
think
come
he's
back.
in charge of all of the parks.
It's
Like
just
he's the
marked
parks
its
CEO.
67th anniversary, and I loved watching this
But we
special
associate
place
him more with
transform
World.
over my time with Disney, bringing all of your favorite stories to life.
I'm glad he
One of
heard
the
that,
biggest
that
additions
outcry
has
on
been
social
Star
media
Wars
about Happily
Galaxy's
Ever
Edge. I got
After.
a chance to help open that.
Like,
in
we hate the new
2019.
show.
I was about to say we've
And
been there, but that's the
since then,
Disneyland picture. We haven't
Star
been to
Wars
that one.
Storytelling
They're
has
almost
They-
exactly
they-
the
yeah,
same.
they're-
exploded, and we're seeing all
Go
kinds
back to
of
Disneyland. You probably spend all of your time in
tales
Galaxy's
from that
Edge.
galaxy
Hard
far,
yes,
far
Chunk.
away.
Yeah,
And
that-
one of the folks responsible
yeah, it's
for
like
some
one of our
those
whole
news
days.
stories
Yeah.
is Disney legend
We wouldn't want to.
Jon Favreau.
We wouldn't. Oh, Jon Favreau. We wouldn't pull you away from that either. We'd stay there with you.
Yeah.
Of course,
I
is
might
why
pop
I'm
out for a
so
couple of things and
excited
come back.
to have Jon join us today.
Let's go.
Because they have one restaurant that's a breakfast and lunch, and then they have another one that could be a lunch or dinner. You could do a whole day. Jon Favreau! Smash style game like Nickelodeon, but
And one with that would-
yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Jon.
Hulk
Maybe you just do the
versus
rest of the
Vader
presentation.
versus.
Yeah. John, what are you
You're
doing
right.
with
First of all,
Galaxy's
thank you
Edge?
for
Yeah.
being here with us today.
And do we
It's
get
always
it World?
fun. I think last
Probably
time
not.
was when we opened Avengers Campus,
It
right?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I got to hang out upstage.
Yeah, he's
there
got a
and see
hand
that
in
all
Marvel
come to
and
life.
Star
Right.
Wars. The
Yeah,
dude's
Favreau's
everywhere.
like like Feige gets a lot of the
Yes.
hype
You're obviously
for
a Star Wars
for
fan.
good reason,
You
but
talked
like
about some cool stuff
John
yesterday,
Favreau's
I think,
done
maybe
so
before.
much for
How's it feel
like
standing up in front of all
like
It's
even
great.
just
It's
between
great
like
coming
OG
back here
Iron
because it's,
Man
you know,
to
it's
He's
been
like
so
one
long
of the
since we
nerd
able to all get
gods. He's
together
like
like
one of the
this.
cornerstone like
The
nerd
energy is
big
great. Look, it's
celebrities
great to
in
see
charge
people
of
posting
things.
videos and communicating online. and
Disneyland
there's
Jon
a big
Favreau meet and
conversation
greet.
that
We're
goes on in the
going.
digital world, but
Like,
all get
let's
together
do
in a
this.
person like this is it's really wonderful. And I'll tell you,
I
not
would
just for
snap do
myself,
that.
but everybody else
Snap.
associated with it. The energy that you all give.
made me snap.
back
You made your own
makes
pun.
it-
It's your
that's why
fault.
we
It's
love
your
doing
fault.
it.
It's all your
And-
fault,
and
Jafar.
The energy is fantastic, and you know you're all cheering there, and it's fun. But I can't tell you, it affects everything that people like Josh do, people like we do, because we know how much it's appreciated and how much fun everybody's having together. So I just want to reiterate the appreciation that we have to all of you for letting us do what we love to do.
Yeah, I hope they keep Happily Ever After around for.
Well, I can,
Several
to
years.
that end, John, I can remember standing in 2019
'Cause the other
Disneyland in front
fireworks
of
shows
Star Wars
ran
Galaxy's
for
Edge,
so
and there was a
long.
group of
It's
people,
like,
I'm sure
let
some
it
of you
keep
were
running.
there, who came
They
in.
could even
and
update it.
there
Just
were
keep the
tears
main
coming
theme,
down
just
at
like maybe
people's
add a
faces
couple
as they
scenes
No,
or
it's
saw
something.
some of that stuff for the
remarkable
first time.
because a lot of the people we work on the show with, like Doug Chang,
Chunk
and
says,
a lot of the
I'm
people
loving
from
Dreamlight
Lucasfilm and
Valley
ILM,
so far.
yeah.
You asked if you're going
They
to
were
stream some of it.
all-
This is the
you
game
know,
I was
it's a
telling you
big-
Yeah,
about.
I
We need
don't
to show
know.
you.
I've seen
You know,
some
you think
videos
about
of it. I'm not
Imagineering,
sure
there's such
that
a
that's the
company
style
with
of
so many
game for
different
me,
departments, but
but
everybody comes together
I can look at it.
to
I
work
kind of
on
like
things
games where I
this.
can
Have
just
the
kind of
passion
do
to get
whatever
it
I
right.
feel
We
like.
love the
I don't
source
necessarily
material as
like
well.
the.
And when you first walk into Batu,
Hey,
it's
I just
super
saw you
cool. I
randomly
remember
on the
getting
road.
Millennium
Let's go
Falcon.
do
I was
something.
there
I'm
when
like,
when they opened that park as well.
No.
So it's just been,
that's
just
like
as a
real
fan
life.
of
It's like
Disney
me. I'm on a
and
mission,
of
and
Star
someone
Wars.
tries to
And,
distract me. I'm like,
you know,
leave me alone.
George Lucas,
I am
like
on my
Walt,
own mission.
really understood
So I don't
how
know.
to mix storytelling with
I'll
technology.
have to see.
Yeah.
And how to create the magic using the latest and greatest that's available.
I feel like Minecraft. Like I
And,
can do whatever
you
I
know,
want right
Walt,
now.
we think of it as kind of old-fashioned, but if you think of audio animatronics and monorails and all the technology that
Monorails.
I feel like
came
he
forward, it
emphasized
was,
that very weird.
You know, in the 50s and 60s, it was crazy, and it's
I think
nice
that's
to
a
see
real
that
way
we're
to say it, but when you
continuing
say it quickly, it's
to
it's
keep that
monorail.
legacy alive
But
with
it's
all these
monorail,
innovations that you're
Yeah.
doing.
technically.
They're going to keep coming.
Yeah.
Now, you, as part of your job, when you're standing up here on
I
stage,
thought you said you're
get
gonna go
to do all these
fast.
kind of
Yeah, I was told that there would be
sneak
going
peeks and
fast
things
in
like
this.
that. I get to do them sometimes, but not like you guys. You want to do something like that today?
Well, I figure this is the perfect place to introduce
people are
people
cheering.
to something new,
Yeah.
right? They all came out. Yeah, let's bring something out.
Are they gonna be
Is
walk
this
around
Pedro?
characters? Are they gonna be walk around characters in Galaxy's Edge? That'd be super cool. Is the babies under
Yeah,
the
the
baby's in the bag.
100% Grogu is being.
It's
held.
not very subtle of a hide.
Yeah.
I'm looking for someone. Was told to meet at Oga's Cantina.
All right, all right.
Yeah, oh good.
Let's go.
He's
Looks
meeting
like
us.
you got a little friend there.
All right, kid. Let's go find this Trandoshan.
Baby!
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda,
Oh, the
baby Yoda, baby Yoda.
And a snack.
Safe journeys, Mando. It's good to see you.
This is the way.
This is the way.
They're doing a walk around characters. That's awesome.
That's super cool.
Because, like, World didn't have those really, but Land has that. So I'm like, I feel like it'd be a harder time to get me out of Galaxy's Edge and Disneyland just because of, like, he's here.
Yeah.
Like, because Boba Fett's there, Fennec's there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
First look.
I did not know that they all
Mando
had
and
that.
Grogu
Yeah.
live and in
I think they
person.
announced that
We've
at
been working
Star Wars
on this thing,
Celebration.
I can't tell you, for years. And to the credit of Josh and the team and the Imagineers, they came down to the studio. They worked with Legacy and with the costume designers, went back and forth. And I'm telling you, for those of you who like to cosplay or those of you who are big fans, every detail on that we really meticulously went after. And then we were doing this since before the break, before the lockdown.
That's the other thing
So
about
this
people
is
like John
something that's been
Favreau. I
a
feel like they
real
really
labor of love, and I
respect the
wanna
fans.
express
Like
my
those of you who
appreciation to
cosplay, like they're not
for
saying
keeping
like
with it and
flippantly
really doing
cosplayers.
a great
They're
job.
like,
We're so happy about
we
this.
recognize you as like people with really
We
cool
have more
hobbies.
Good news. You're all the first to hear this today. We're going to be able to cross paths with these two guys. At,
Yeah,
at
so it's a
Star
walk
Wars
around.
Galaxy's Edge inside
we
Disneyland
figured that much.
starting in mid-November. So just
Okay.
a
Oh,
few
so soon.
weeks
Next couple
away.
months.
Yep.
John, thanks for being here today. Thanks for everything.
That's
that
one
you
thing
do.
Disneyland does that Disney World doesn't is they have characters that just wander around.
Yeah. Because Disney World has like the stormtroopers that walk around. That's like the
And
extent.
Kylo Ren's yeah. But the other
He
parks
is
don't
amazing,
even,
and he's
or
such a
the
good
parks don't do
partner, and
that.
he's so passionate about these parks. So to see that come to life, just really special. I'm glad that we could do that in front of you today. You know, our characters and their stories are.
I also would have been
part
hyped
of
if that
what
was
makes
actually
our parks and
Pedro.
experiences
Yeah.
so special.
Like obviously it's not going to be him in the parks, but
And
like,
we
that would have been really
are
cool for the
not
announcement.
going to slow down here at all.
Can't stop,
Since
won't
we
stop.
opened Avengers Campus at Disney
Oh,
California.
here you go, Cameron.
Go. I need it.
We've seen how powerful these characters can be, with
Oh, yeah, I
more
wonder
than
if they're telling us
50
what's
of them
expanding.
appearing globally. Here in California, we introduced Iron Man, Black Widow,
You're gonna name all of them because it's a lot.
Thor, Black Panther, Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Loki, Shang-Chi, Loki, Mighty Thor, and of course, Loki.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
We've got Spider-Man swinging overhead. We've
Yeah.
got the Dora Milaje showing us the way of the Wakandan warriors. And we've got Doctor Strange teaching us about the mystic arts. And you know what?
What?
Like I said, we are just getting started here.
Yes.
But what
Are
does
you?
just getting started
need it.
mean?
Yeah.
Well,
What?
to help answer that,
What?
I've invited another special guest.
John Favreau
Everyone,
again.
Please welcome the president
Kevin
of
Feige.
Marvel Studios,
Feige.
Kevin Feige.
Hey, Feige! John had his turn.
I would have. It would have been so funny if they brought John back out though, just for like the joke of it.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, he's here too.
And then we're bringing John Favreau back on stage.
Feige!
Let's go, Feige.
Yeah, Chunk. Feige!
Kevin Feige, everybody.
Good seeing you again.
I feel like we need a
Kevin
Feige.
He has
email.
such a
I was backstage with
terrible
Jordan
last
Fisher a
name.
second ago,
Feige!
and he bumped into. Actually, he hadn't met you before. I said, "This is Kevin Feige." Jordan was having a tough time breathing up here after he got up to sing. All right, first things first. First things first. Did anybody see Kevin and his team up on stage yesterday?
Oh, great.
No, we did not.
I've got an issue.
What is this issue?
So Kevin gets out there,
What,
and he
Kevin?
says, well, I don't get to do Broadway-style things. And he comes out, and there's people dancing on the stage,
There's
and
a
I'm like,
show?
what the
They did.
heck
Yeah,
is-
they did like
what's my
Rogers the Musical.
Yeah, I saw
territory?
that, yeah.
That is the Disney inspiration.
Are they
you bring
doing
to
a
all of
show?
us.
Yeah, well,
To all of us.
okay,
At
thank you.
Marvel?
I'm going to start making
Rogers
Marvel
the
movies,
Musical,
Doug.
full
At Marvel.
scale.
Marvels want to make Marvel
That would be super cool.
I wish you the best of luck.
I would go watch that. Like, it's gonna be
I'd
like.
go see it just for fun.
Yeah.
Well, listen, my team
I mean, it's all fun.
loves working with you and all the amazing things that you keep bringing out. And I know
You're trying to get a
big
Kylo
fan
Ren action
of
figure, but they only sell them
Disneyland and got
online.
Avengers
You've never
Campus.
shot
These
them.
guys
All
are
of the
really good
parks
at
have,
building
and
up
it is
anticipation.
still,
Yeah.
I pinch myself.
We're gonna
not
talk,
just that I get to make
and
movies,
then
but
make
that
you
I get
guys
to interact
lose your
with
Yeah,
mind.
make you wait
Imagineers
for
with
it.
Josh on bringing these to life. Disney is.
But, yeah.
we've
Matt, it all
been
kind of
part
depends on who
Disney
you
now
order
for over
from and
10
if they're
years.
trustworthy.
And it was
Yeah.
always
That's the
promise,
difficulty
Josh,
of shopping
someday
online.
Yeah.
We could have something in the parks, and now that day has been here for a while, and I thank you for it, and I thank all of you fans.
Does he have a She-Hulk
for coming
hat on?
and
That's
embracing
funny.
Avengers Campus and everything that's coming to the parks
Oh,
from
come
Marvel
on.
finally.
It's because Feige knows how to cross promote
We got
everything.
Avengers Campus here.
Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to jump in. quickly. I'm watching a live stream, and this is amazing.
I'm
happily ever after coming back.
One suggestion, just off to the side. You know, Avengers Campus is incredible. And I'm just asking you, maybe suggesting that you expand the palette a little bit. You got red and blue. You got red and gold. You got black and silver. I'm just saying you might need a little color. Yeah. How about a little green?
It's a copy of the Universal Studios Hulk
Right.
poster.
Oh my gosh, don't do that to me.
I'll let you go now.
That ride like wrecked my neck when I rode it.
You need a chiropractor after the
Yeah. It was a good roller coaster. I think it was just like a compounding of all of the other stuff.
Velocicoaster.
Yeah, plus Hulk, plus all of that.
First of all, you shouldn't be able to break into it. This is a... But I think you should get your people on that. We could start working on that and get that in the works. I think that'd be pretty cool. You guys want to see a Hulk at some point?
Yeah, we could.
Are you making a... Oh my god.
Oh, that's great. It's got the Infinity War armor.
Oh, so it's a walk-around character, or it's a meet and greet character. That's insane. That poor person in there.
Yeah.
He's
Wow.
huge!
Hulk.
That's gotta be expensive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was fast.
You got Wreck-It Ralph arms.
Yes.
He's the same.
Avengers Campus.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to meet Steve and Nat at Avengers HQ. I don't know what happened. What is this? One of those something cons?
Something. This is D23 Expo, Hulk.
Oh, the time-space GPS must be off. Now I'm annoyed.
Now I'm annoyed.
Well, Hulk, we would
He's gonna
love
wreck it.
to have you at Avengers Campus. Maybe you can do like a meet.
It's
and
interesting
greet,
that they
see
put
some of
him
your
in
fans.
the
You could do like a visiting
suit.
professor kind of thing, something like that.
I like it. I could make that work. Avengers Campus, get ready.
Oh, that's gotta be so difficult
Great to
walk
see you.
in.
Hey, can you find the exit? Can you find the
If
exit?
not, I'll make one.
Hulk smash.
That was cool. The execution was a little awkward, but
Yeah. I feel like part of that's like the challenge of them having like pre-recorded voice lines.
It's pretty cool.
He's big.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Up close and personal. Listen, if you want to meet Hulk, I've got some great news.
when?
He'll
Come
be
in November.
appearing in Avengers Campus in California next week.
Oh wow.
Wow. Next week.
Wow, that's great.
I hope you all booked your.
Hulk's got a lot of
your
places to
vacations
go,
for next
and,
week.
Yeah.
You can only stay for a little while right now. Please do not miss him. But he will be at Avengers Campus.
So maybe they're doing
next
like a test
week.
run.
Yeah.
Listen, I love that these guys at Imagineering and at the parks, it's amazing. You watch an episode, and the next day there's a character in the park.
Yeah,
You
that's
meet
the crazy thing,
the
seeing all
character
that on
stage, the
TikTok,
next week
is
they're in
it's
the park.
like-
It's really incredible the amount of
If we
characters
don't,
that your
yeah.
team have
I'll
brought
just
to
my
life
brain
at
went
Avengers Campus.
to
And
the.
thank you.
If we don't
You
hear
keep
when the
making
heck
those
Tron
great
is
movies,
opening,
we're
I'm gonna
gonna do
riot
it.
Yeah.
because
I'm
I'm
just gonna
sick of
ask you
people
one
teasing me online
thing,
about
Yeah,
it.
there's been like Tron trailers all over the place.
Yeah, I can't trust anyone except
Don't
Josh to tell
smash
me
stuff
when it's
up
opening
because,
because the internet's
you know,
messed with me
the
so
place
much.
is still new, and you know, Spidey. You know.
Oh, they're talking about the times they've
Yeah,
seen
the-
Spidey crash a few times.
I understood that reference.
Huh.
You know.
Mistakes
Listen,
happen.
This
It's
year
a
has
piece of
always been our
technology.
vision
Sometimes
for
they mess up.
Avengers Campus, to give our guests more of what they love and then some. We want more stories. We want more heroes. We want more villains, and we want more of the land. We want more of the land to play in too.
What the land?
And,
What could this be
Kevin,
about?
You spun fans into a frenzy this summer when you announced the multiverse saga
Oh,
of films coming our way. And I know everybody went crazy. And then you gave us even more amazing intel yesterday when you were up on the stage here. And that's why I'm thinking that maybe we should give our D23 fans here a preview of our plans for the parks as well.
Well, sure. We're bringing the
cool.
multiverse to
I
the
wanna
movies.
see it.
As you know, we're bringing the multiverse to our series on Disney Plus.
Is this gonna be X-Men?
And now we're bringing the multiverse to Avengers.
Oh,
Campus.
that'd be cool.
Right.
But they haven't like started doing that in shows. That'd be kind of like a
Right,
pre-spoiler. A Panda Boy, welcome.
Avengers Campus
We're
here
talking
in
about all the parks
California. And
stuff.
Our creative teams
But, like, they were talking about, like, different multiverses, so-
Yeah, you came in right at the Marvel section. Also, you missed Mando and Grogu are going to be characters in California to walk around.
For what this could mean to our land. And now, working with your team, Imagineers have come up with a concept that is entirely new. So, Kevin, we've got
What
all
are we
of our
doing to
biggest
Avengers
fans here
Campus?
in the room with us today.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about
This
the
is a long
story?
pause.
He said he was gonna go
Well,
fast.
You know,
Yeah.
The
And he's
fun
not.
thing about Marvel
Oh, that
is the
Grogu
characters,
emote is
all the
amazing.
characters,
Oh, baby.
all of the time. And with the multiverse at Avengers Campus, you're going to be able to do that. And in this new attraction, you're going to be able to battle alongside
Ooh.
all the Avengers against all
Where's
the
Peter's
foes
got
from
glasses?
anywhere, from every win that you can
That's cool.
possibly imagine.
Oh,
So we got
Maybe a
like
new
what
villain
ifs in there.
named
We got
King Thanos.
King
King
Thanos.
A new version of Thanos for the very first time coming into the MCU via this attraction.
that is a sweet suit of armor.
And he's got a cool white beard.
I wonder
too,
if that's from a like
and a crown.
like they can kind
This
of
is-
do whatever
this
they
is
want
a
with
Thanos
comics.
that won.
A Thanos that won.
Oh,
And the Avengers are not too happy about that.
I
And you have to
know.
help them.
Sauron Thanos.
Sauron. It does look
It
like
does
that.
look like that.
When we're building these new
Okay,
attractions,
so
he
Thanos
is in
from
this
Earth
every step of the way,
TRN
making sure the
666.
story
Oh,
comes
the
through.
devil-
It's
the
exciting
devil
for
Earth.
all of you.
Yeah.
This is incredibly exciting.
Is apparently called
He
King
is incredibly
Thanos.
exciting.
Interesting.
Yep,
This is
yeah, that
coming
matches up
soon.
with the style.
That's the
Yeah.
exact
In honor of
comic
this
style,
special
yeah.
announcement, we've turned the awesome artwork that you saw
So
and
it's
you're
a
seeing
ride.
right here into a print just for everybody in this room today.
That's the thing about the expos is sometimes you go to these and they give you free stuff like prints because I have a few from Star Wars
This print
Celebration that
was
they
made
give
by the
you.
amazing Ryan Minor.
You
and
go
should
to
all know
the
who he is. He's
panels
been the
and they
head
give
of
you
our
a
visual
free
development
piece of
at the
art to
studio.
take home.
He's designed almost
Always
everything
bring
you've seen and loved
poster
in the movies.
tubes.
And
Always
these
bring
are
ways
just
to
some of the
transport
characters.
posters
Some
when
of
you
whom
go
you've
to
met before,
expos.
some of who you can look in there and you haven't even
I dropped
met
the
just
King
yet.
Thanos stuff in
Will be them
chat, so
and
if people
more
want
in
to
this
take a look at
amazing
that, they can.
attraction.
Bring like a cardboard thing to like put them in.
You've given us a lot to look forward
When
to.
is
here. We
Tron
can't wait
opening?
to
Get
venture
back to Disney
further
World.
into
Yeah.
the multiverse with you. Kevin, you're amazing. I appreciate you and I thank you for being here
Thank
today.
you, Josh.
No more Broadway shows.
Thank you.
though.
We'll see.
Stop that.
We'll see.
Feige.
Thank you, everybody.
Feige,
Thank you very much.
everyone.
Thank you.
Or an MTG playmat, yes.
So as you can see,
That'd be a
we
cool playmat.
continue to have big plans for Avengers Campus here in California. And that's all I can say for now, but I promise you we're going to keep you updated on our progress here in this amazing, growing land. All right, I've got
World.
something else
World.
new for you
World.
in Disney California.
Okay.
Adventure. Just around the corner
Feige
from
is the
Avengers
man.
Campus, I am excited to share that we're about to reimagine Pacific Wharf into San Francisco.
Ooh,
Oh,
let's go.
they're literally like redoing.
I'm so excited
Why
about
d-
that.
Here's the thing, that's really cool, but also they're literally going
Everyone is where
Eisner's
East
dumb
meets
idea
West
of let's
and
do a
technology
California
meets
themed park
tradition.
in
We're still in
California.
the early
They're like, we're gonna
phases
erase
here
all
of this
that.
one. You can see glimpses of what's to
And
come.
change
There's gonna
it
be a
to
place
be an IP.
Baymax, of course.
Because now they got Pixar Pier, now they're gonna have San
Spots to
Francisco
eat and do shopping
and
and all that.
Avengers
It's gonna be
Campus.
a great experience as
trying
we
to think.
continue to
And
tell
they're still
new
like the
stories
big,
in Disney California
like
Adventure.
California other themes,
Over
but they're literally
across
like
the
redoing the
street,
whole park.
We're also making great progress on the reimagining of Disney's Paradise Pier
But it's also
Hotel.
kind of
And I am excited
California
to share for the
adjacent
first time
because
that its
San
new name will
Francisco
be
is kind of
Pixar Place
California.
Yeah.
Hotel.
Pixar Pier, Pixar is in California.
This
like,
hotel, it's going to be super, super fun. You'll feel like you walk right
Are
into
they
the
building
Pixar
a
Art
new
Gallery.
one,
Yeah.
or are they
You'll see new
redoing
interpretations of favorite characters.
one that's already
Woody,
there?
Buzz will
Because there's
be there,
3
Mike,
hotels.
22, Miguel, Dante, and all
Big Hero
the
6-2,
Disney
please.
Pixar
That'd be really
characters
cool.
that you can think of. Of course,
sure it's comics, they can do
Pixar's
more.
artistry
Yeah.
will be
It's
the
all Marvel.
core of this
Like, they
totally
could even put it
refreshed
MCU if they wanted.
experience. It's
A
gonna include
splash
fantastic
pad.
Like, that'd be a
new
cool
areas
Disney
like
Plus
this Finding
series.
Nemo themed splash
Yeah.
pad. The hotel is going to feel completely new.
Because I thought they Pixar'd the.
I'm going to take
The
you
Paradise
over
Pier
to
Hotel.
downtown Disney,
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
where we have
There's,
some
like, the Pixar
big
Paradise
plans to introduce more than
Well,
a
'cause there's
dozen
Paradise Pier.
new and reimagined
I don't know. All the
locations.
names are really
You can
similar. I
expect
get
a
mixed
bunch
up.
of new options for shopping and dining that
Shopping.
will showcase Southern California culture. Now, we've already shared that Michelin star chef Carlos Gaitan is bringing his vision for Mexican cuisine to
Restaurants
Centrico
going into
and
downtown
Paseo.
Disney. I love Bay
And we're
Nax
also
episode.
excited
Yeah.
that Din Tai Fung will join the district
Ooh.
with its flavorful Chinese cuisine. You're seeing for the first time.
Is it Chinese
concept
cuisine
that
or
is
Americanized
concept art,
Chinese cuisine?
that I think is coming along really well and looks cool. We have several other announcements planned for the next year and into the future. but I want you to be the first to hear.
Of course, they're gonna
this one.
save all the Disney World
We're
stuff for the
bringing
end,
a
except
Southern
for Happily Ever
California
After. They're like, let's just get
favorite
that out of the
Here's
way.
your one teaser.
We're
Get it
gonna
out of the
start
way.
it with
I
a
love
hype.
and I hope you love.
We know
It's
what the fans
Portos.
want. We'll give them what they want first.
Oh, we got some Portos fans in here.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know what a Portos is.
Well, maybe it's from the California
Now,
locals
for
in
those
there
of
that
you
know what
that
it is.
have, in fact, experienced Portos, you know this. This bakery is famous for its sweet pastries and its treats and its savory Cuban food and all the incredible desserts that they
Sure.
have. And
If you
trust
say
me,
so.
it is all delicious. Now, some of you,
Okay.
I imagine, some of you out there in
I mean,
the
I like that
audience
picture.
might be wondering, well, what is this all about?
That
like-
is me.
Let me
I
just
don't
say
know what this is.
That's like that
really
picture is
good.
like my favorite
That
food
when
group.
you try it, you are gonna love it. And you know what? You're not gonna have to wait long because we are
'Cause
giving
it's
you
coming
all a
next
special
week.
treat from Portos today on your
They're
way out.
they're giving them food at this panel. Poster and food.
But
You could have been there.
don't run out and get it right now.
I want a
okay? We've
snack.
got a lot more to share before you get those pastries.
I want a
And speaking
snack.
of running, that reminds me, the last time that we had a Run Disney race.
Are they doing Disneyland Run
at
Disney?
Disneyland Resort. When was it? Does anybody remember when the last one was?
Like 2017.
2017. Well, the races are coming back.
Give it with a clap.
Races are coming
Yay!
back.
I gotta start running again.
2024, we're gonna have a lot
2024.
more details
Okay.
on that, the registration, all the fun stuff that comes along with
2024.
that. But listen, I can't wait to see everybody out there again. I can guarantee you I will be out there running with you all.
John downloaded the Epic Launcher, installed
So
Magic
as you
Arena
can
last
tell,
night.
We've
Yes.
got a lot of excitement
Okay, if
happening
anyone wants
across
to
the
train for
whole
races, let
Disneyland
me know. We
Resort.
can go to Disneyland.
And let's please not forget.
If anyone wants to become a
we
runner.
all started with a mouse.
With the mouse.
I'm
We
going to
are
Disneyland. That'd
going
be
to
cool.
celebrate Mickey and Minnie and their
Oh, yeah,
best
they're
pals
changing
in
up
a
Toontown.
whole new way at
Who's Mickey?
Toontown
Never heard
at
of him.
Disneyland Park. The highlight, of course, will be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
It's a copy of the one in.
I'm guessing some of you have experienced before. It's already a huge hit at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida. And of course, we're going to make some very special adjustments to ensure that this version, it fits perfectly into our Toontown story. Today, you're getting a closer look at the attraction with these brand new renderings from inside the El Capitan Theater.
Oh, that's really cool looking.
And no matter when you met Mickey for the first time, there's going to be something in there for each of you.
I
From
met him for the
Steamboat
first time in
Willie
Kingdom Hearts.
to Mickey Mouse Club, to his desk at Mickey's Christmas Carol, all the way up to the present day.
He'll always be King
It
Mickey to
is
me.
going to be a celebration of all things Mickey, which I love. I think some of you might know. I'm a huge, huge Mickey fan.
Well, he
Now,
paid right
this
your check. I
reimagined
Yeah.
should hope so.
Toontown,
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic. We are
Actually,
really stepping
whenever I
into
worked
a
at the
new
Disney
era
store, I
of
think
inclusive experiences
there was
and
like
plan
Walt
for
Disney's
families
signature was
for
on
all
the check.
ages.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and there was a
Now,
Mickey on it.
I know.
Like
from
when
some of
we
you
would
out there
actually
that
get
there was
paper
some
checks before I had my
concern
direct
that
deposit
poor
set
Donald
up.
was going to lose his favorite boat.
I should have saved it. I don't know
Rest
what it
assured,
is.
everyone, it's still there. Here's a first look at a new rendering that we have where you can see he's crashed it into Goofy's pond. And here, in this new rendering, you can
splash
see one
pad.
of the silliest areas of new Goofy's How to Play yard. It's a
Aw, little
fun,
playground.
That watermelon
sound
spinning.
garden where little ones will
Keyblade
discover
somewhere.
new
Yes.
ways
You
to
can
do
meet
all kinds of
Kingdom
things.
Hearts Mickey and
These
Donald
new
and
experiences
Goofy
will
at
join existing
the
favorites
Halloween
in
party
Mickey's
at Disneyland.
Toontown when the land reopens in early 2023.
Yeah.
I can tell you,
I'm super
I've
jealous.
had a chance to walk around there a lot. This place is going to be great. So, let's go from Toontown, and we're going to head over to New Orleans.
New Orleans.
You all know this.
Oh, cool. We're getting the announcement for Tiana's.
I have loved talking about Tiana's Bayou Adventure. This is
Oh,
our
yeah, 'cause that's another
reimagined
date I wanna
attraction
know
that's
when
set-
that opens.
It's set up to open at Disneyland and Walt Disney World in late 2024.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I'm
It's
thrilled
like,
that we're bringing
I want to
a
go
new
back
Tiana
sooner, but I
story to
have
our
a
life,
feeling
to
2025
life in
might
our
be the
parks.
next big trip.
And to tell you a little bit more about that, I want to hear from some of the Imagineers who are leading this project. So everyone, please welcome Carmen Smith,
Jon
welcome
Favreau.
Rita Carter, and Ted Robledo.
Okay, so they're going to talk about
Yeah. So we got some Imagineers coming on. This is cool. I'm really excited to. I think like this is one of my favorite things when they do. It's not just like the personalities that everybody knows. It's the actual people
Yeah, the actual
that
Imagineers.
like leading the project and stuff.
Well, I guess Ted dances.
That's really cool.
Right? You should have been out here a little bit earlier. I didn't have such luck with
And
that.
let representation for the theming.
For joining us
Good
here
job.
today.
I'm
Ted,
glad
gonna
Disney
start
does
with
it,
you. We know that our
are
story
making a
picks
huge
up
effort
right
to make
where
sure
the
they do
Princess
stuff like
and
that
Frog
right.
left off. So bring us into the story. What's happening here?
Thanks, Josh. So, as we all know, at the end of the film, Princess Tiana realizes her lifelong dream when she opens Tiana's palace. I mean, she's such an inspirational character, and in our brand new story, she's become this great entrepreneur.
I feel like that's a huge restaurant to open for your first restaurant, just like space-wise.
The year's 1927, and to celebrate carnival season, she's hosting a party for the people of New Orleans. But she discovers her celebration is missing a very special ingredient. So, and she needs our help
Is it love?
to go find
Is
it. So
it
we're going to join Tiana
music?
and Louis. We all love Louis, right?
Woo!
We're all going to take a magical trip to the bayou where we're going to meet brand new friends to invite to the party, and they have a very special role in these festivities. So, I hope you're ready.
The story sounds amazing. I know how much
Oh, they have an
passion
otter
you guys are
dude.
pouring into it. And I'm excited about how the team is bringing this
I want the otter
experience
dude to
life
float
in
and
some
play
new
that
and
instrument
special
on
ways.
their
So
stomach
Sharita,
as
tell
they
us a
float
little bit
beside
about
us.
how
Oh,
this attraction
it'd be
is all
so
coming
cool.
together.
Okay, well, first of all, Josh, I just have to let you know, we have the most amazing team working on this attraction.
Absolutely do.
Yes.
Imagine even you guys are just
Yes.
amazing.
And we are having a lot of fun
Man, to
with
be an
mock-ups,
Imagineer,
making
like,
this
you can
a
just
transformational experience.
Incredibly
When we
creative.
are in these environments, it's important that they
What a cool
inspire
job
a
title.
sense of
I'm a
awe
Disney
in us.
Imagineer. Like,
So we are taking advantage of that massive structure by using the latest cutting-edge technology to further
I think the
enhance
ride is
that
longer
sense of
in Disney
grandeur.
World, so they'll have more
and
to
as you
fill
can see
there.
here, this attraction is going to be gorgeous at night.
Oh.
What
Pandora
I've
2.
always loved
Pandora
is
2.
when we have the opportunity to take
That'd be
our
really fun.
tried
I mean, they do
and
have a
true
lot of that
techniques
technology in their
and then combine them with
wheelhouse
our
to make a
digital
lot of
tools
glowy
for
lights
animating
and
and
stuff.
lighting to just create
That's what's
a
cool about the new
brand
areas of the
new
Disney parks
attraction
is the
experience
lighting
for our
schemes
guests.
are amazing,
For
like in
example,
Galaxy's
we're
Edge
going
and
to use
Pandora.
myths like a painter's canvas
I don't typically do water
to create
rides,
this
but I do
amazing
that one.
sense of awe
You
or
could do the
aura,
one at
which is
World
gonna be
because
different from
it doesn't get
anything
you
that
as
have
wet
seen in
as
an
the
attraction.
one in Disneyland
It's
soaks
something that
you.
I like to
Yeah.
refer to
I just
as
like when I'm not in a
Bayou
swimsuit, I just
Pro
don't want to like
Bayou
walk
magic.
around the rest of the
Yeah,
day
you'd have to
dripping.
wear like
That's just the tip
like
of
be
the
prepared
iceberg.
for it and
Well, I
wear
love-
like
I
quick
love
dry
this idea
clothes.
of
That's my
true
thing too, is
Bayou
because then you chafe all day, or you do it
Magic.
the very
Carnival.
end of the
Can
night
you
before you
tell
go
us
home
a
to
little bit
shower.
about the research that the team has been conducting in New Orleans to make this a really, really authentic experience?
Absolutely, Josh. I mean, that's what we're all about. You know, even though
Aw,
Tiana
yeah,
is
so
a
they're
character
definitely-
in a story, her culture and the place she comes from is very real.
Nolans.
We want this attraction to be a love letter to New Orleans.
Aw.
Yes. It's important for our guests to feel how we approach the story in an authentic way.
Yeah.
You know, if you're from New Orleans, you should feel like
And that's the
you're
other
coming
thing
home.
is the current
You know,
ride's kind of
if
based
you've
off
never
a
been to New
controversial
Orleans, well,
movie
this attraction will make you
that
wanna
they don't
go.
even release
Well,
anymore
I
because it's so
love
controversial.
This idea of a love letter. It's a great way to put it. I know
this
that
is a
you
good
and the team
update.
have taken
Yeah.
I'm not
multiple
like a
research to engage with the
Splash
New
Mountain
Orleans community.
huge
Can you
fan,
tell
so
us
I
a
don't
little bit
mind.
about
But I know
what
some
that was
people
like
are
for
gonna
people
are
that you
upset
met?
about it. But
Okay.
I just like
Well,
the
you know,
Splash Mountain
what
memes,
makes
and I
the
have a
city
feeling
Yeah.
those will
special
continue with
is
this.
the people.
like,
And we've met some incredible
but yeah, that's like the only
individuals
attachment
and
that I have to
groups.
Splash Mountain.
Their perspective
So I'm excited to see them
have
take
become
it
a
and
filter,
do something
we're using for
like
all
better with it.
aspects of our work.
they need to do something
You
more
know,
modern.
in search of
obviously.
inspiration,
It's still
we've been
historical
working with
because it's like
local
old New
artists,
Orleans, but
Sharika,
Yeah.
Mahdi.
where we
This
are
is
currently in
amazing work.
society,
You know,
this
she
needs to be a
created
thing
this
that's happening.
and several other pieces to help us along our journey in developing this important.
Because like the ride
new
track will be the
attraction.
same. It's just like Maelstrom
We've
with
also spent
Frozen. Like
time
it's the
with
same
Stella
ride.
Chase
It just
Reese.
has a different
She's
theming.
really now an honorary Imagineer, an amazing woman. She is the daughter of Chef Leah Chase, who is the inspiration, you know, for Princess Tiana.
Aw.
You know,
That's cool. I
Yes,
did not know that. Like that it was like based on like a specific real
We've
person.
been learning more
I didn't know that
about
either.
this important role that food plays in New Orleans culture.
It's just Disney does their research, and
Yeah,
you just
that-
don't always see it when you
Yeah,
see
food
the movie.
plays in my life.
The thing about good food
Is that it's amazing.
is
Oh, I think
it
they're doing a
brings folks
restaurant with
together
it as well.
Oh yeah,
all aspects of life.
Absolutely, Carmen.
that'd be really cool.
That is so true, and it's said so well.
So I wonder if in World they'll
you know
change
what we'll see
Pecos
come
Bills to be
life
at
in new
Tiana's
ways
Palace.
at Disneyland too, and you're all going to hear more about that in the near future. I'm so excited about all of these plans. So Carmen, Sharita, Ted, thank you
Yeah,
so
late
much for
2024.
sharing with us today. Thank you for the fantastic work that you're all doing in bringing Tiana's first attraction to life. Really inspiring stuff. Now, I know our Disneyland and Disney World guests are going to love this place when it opens in 2024. Thank you all. I appreciate you.
Thank you, John.
You guys take care.
It just always seems far away, and it's like suddenly 2 years have passed. You're like, what?
Yeah, and then surprise.
Like the pandemic, it's like, oh, that whole year was actually
Want
2.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure to feel like you've stepped right into her story, which is why I'm thrilled to announce that several of the film's cast will lend their voices to this attraction.
That's cool. That's kind of what I would expect.
We'll
But
Yeah.
have Bruno Campos
Especially if you
as
still have
Prince
the
Naveen,
actors.
yeah.
Michael Leon Woolley as Lewis, Jennifer Lewis as Mama Odie,
Mama Odie!
and of course Anika Noni Rose as
Anika.
Tiana.
Oh, I'm excited because it's also
Music
not just
is
the
going
movie.
to
It's like
be
its
a
own
huge
storyline
part
in
of
that
the experience
world.
as well. New Orleans has music embedded in its DNA. You don't just hear that music, you can feel it.
And also, you can make it more
We're
sparkly
bringing
with
that
the
same
fireflies. I
vibe
always love
to this
sparklies.
attraction.
Yeah.
And today, we've
It's gotta
got
be
some musical
shiny.
inspiration that represents the heart and the soul of New Orleans. So please, get those handkerchiefs out. You got them when you walked in. And I want
They
you
got
to
Oh,
handkerchiefs?
they keep, so you
in
get all
welcoming
free stuff when you go
Disney
to these things.
Legend, Anika Noni.
Oh, Nika's here! This obviously be a big panel because the parks make up most of the revenue for the
Right.
Disney company.
Oh, we got an actual like, performance. Nice.
I want to go, D23.
We'll see how Twitch VOD does with this one.
Yeah. So maybe we keep talking through
Yeah,
it. They
it'll-
won't take it. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, I think it'll be really interesting to see how they change it. But
And I'm very, in general, I'm very pro, like, let's take it, let's adjust the themes. I know that was one of the things that we discussed when we had gone to Disneyland.
yeah.
It's like a lot of stuff at there in specific seemed like it was very
Yeah.
generic, like fantasy or very generic adventure.
Yeah.
And then like now they're going through and kind of putting on themes of actual
Like we have
IPs there
movies and stuff that go with the theming of this land
Yeah.
kind of thing.
and kind of adjusting it that way to those.
Yeah, and that's kind of the struggle with like Parks fans too, because a lot of the Parks fans like, well, I liked it because it was just like the original Walt Disney idea of like the original Disney stuff, which is great, and they should keep like a good amount of that, I think. But also, current generations have no connection to that.
Yeah.
But they have a connection to like Encanto and Princess and the Frog and different things. So it's like they need to keep it updated for like the current people going there, so that because they want people to go, and people who aren't just plain Disney Parks fans, they need their money too. Like it's just kind of it makes sense, but also because even Walt himself said Disneyland will never be done. Like it's kind of meant to keep updating and changing over time, as long as it still fits with the original idea. I don't think changing stuff over time is bad. And also, I don't think anyone's upset about California Adventure changing, because that wasn't a great idea for them to begin with. They've been changing that to fix their original mistake for a long time. It wasn't terrible, it was just kind of like didn't make sense. It was just like, why is there a California themed park in California where you can literally drive up the road to this thing? Like,
Oh, we're partying hard?
so it makes sense that they're kind of redoing a lot of that park. Same with like Hollywood Studios to an extent, because there's more than one Hollywood themed theme park. Like, let's put unique stuff here that you can't get other places, like Toy Story and Star Wars.
Yeah, unless you're gonna do something kind of like what Universal does, where you have like the backlot tour and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like they used to have that at Disney,
Yeah.
but then Universal had it.
Yeah.
So they kept copying each other. That's the other thing I want to hear today that I didn't mention. They're doing stuff to Dino Land and Animal Kingdom, and we don't know what that is. So I wonder if they're going to tell us, because they demolished, it's kind of like a carnival ride, but they demolished it with no word of why. Like, so I wonder if they're updating Dino Land to something, or maybe they're putting in a ride that's a dinosaur IP of some kind. I don't know. But I want to know what that is, because that was never mentioned in any of the previous announcements before the pandemic, that they were doing something to Dino Land. They just kind of did it. It's like a mystery construction project. So I want to know what that is. And also when the Moana Journey of Water stuff's slated to be done too, because that's like Epcot's Walcott, because the whole middle section behind Spaceship Earth is just construction.
they have so that's going. Like,
That's classic New Orleans. We saw a bunch of weddings when I went there for a bachelorette party, and just marching bands going up and down. There are also people celebrating like graduations or different things like that, just parading down the street with umbrellas and like the scarves and stuff. It's really cool to see if you go there, like, especially on the weekends. I think is when they probably do it more. But like that's literally something that happens in New Orleans today. Is a band just goes down the street.
Gotta
Like,
do what
what's
you gotta
that?
do.
Someone just got married.
They're just partying.
And it's cute because the bride has like an umbrella and they're like dancing with it. But like that's kind of the thing. Like I haven't experienced like a city's culture as much as I have in like New Orleans, I think, just because it's just everywhere. There's music playing everywhere. And we stayed at, we'll talk about this later, but we stayed a couple nights at the Port Orleans French Quarter Resort at Disney World, and that was really cute too. The theming in that was adorable.
Just dancing, doing stuff.
But yeah, so it'll be like a kind of like a 20s themed like party ride.
Yeah.
Hey Baroth, what's up?
Hope you're having a good day.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's a good update. I think I am pro this change to Splash Mountain.
We still got quite a bit of stream left.
That's probably
like,
because
panel left. So.
the whole rest of it's gonna be Disney World.
Yeah, because this is like about the halfway point.
I wonder if they'll talk about Tokyo too, because Tokyo is about like next year supposedly gonna have a big update to Disney Sea. So they might just touch on it because it's kind of like most people here aren't gonna go to Tokyo. But
Are we back? He kept his word to his daughter from the beginning and did not dance on stage.
Anika. My gosh, and that band coming through the aisles. You guys like that? Woo!
I mean, no, we hated it.
that's the other thing. They can even do
phenomenal.
cons.
How about
like,
another huge round of
like
applause for them
entertainment.
with a little bit of handkerchief.
It's just a party.
So many things happening at the Disneyland Resort, and I'm not even done talking about it.
What else?
But I'm going to come back to Disneyland in just a little bit. For now, let's turn our attention to another place that I've had a chance to call home,
They hit a
Walt Disney World.
Here you go.
Here we go.
Let's do it, Tron.
Now, when I served as president of the resort, I got a chance to work with the team
Chunk says,
planning
Deanna
the
plus
50th
Cameron's a much better
celebration,
channel name. I see
I'm
you.
just so proud of all the new magic and the new memories that they're creating for our guests. We've debuted 2 new nighttime spectaculars. We have Disney Enchantment at Magic Kingdom.
Boo. I mean, it's fine.
And we have Harmonious at Epcot.
Yay!
Harmonious is really cool.
I love Harmonious.
Well, both of them
So
have
good.
been tremendous additions. And if you haven't seen them already, you definitely don't want to miss them. You definitely don't want to miss them.
What does this mean?
Because as I've been saying, we're always
Deanna
looking
just
to the
boos Disney
future.
like it's no big deal.
So
I have
excited
preferences.
to share that we're crafting an all-new nighttime spectacular for Epcot.
What?
During the 100th anniversary celebration.
They're just switching out.
Brand new show, and this show is in development right now. And
But I
will
like
debut
Harmonious.
later next year, continuing that park's legacy.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be
inspiring
good.
nighttime entertainment on our World Showcase Lagoon. This is an exciting time for Epcot because we're getting
when is
close
Walcott
to
gonna be
another
done?
major milestone in its transformation. Our new neighborhood world celebration is taking shape in the middle of our park.
Yes, it
The
is.
neighborhood will feature
It's a bunch of
Communicorp
construction
Hall,
walls.
Yeah.
Communicorp Plaza, 2 great new locations.
We were just there and looked at
for
all
our
the walls.
festivals.
Yeah, this is the
And
festivals.
I'm also excited about Journey of Water inspired by Moana.
That's Walcott.
That's coming to World Nature Neighborhood. It's the story
When?
of water
Yeah.
on our planet. It's obviously
When?
inspired by Moana's friendship with the ocean. And as you make your way around the trail,
I mean,
you'll
that looks really
interact with
cool.
the water and discover that it kind of has a mind of its own.
You could say that it
Now,
has
It's
memory.
very
we're all
natural.
the first to hear today that Journey of Water and the rest of the center of that park will be ready to welcome guests in late 2023.
Okay. So next year we got that.
Before we leave Epcot, I've got just one more little surprise for you.
Okay, so they have like another year worth
There
of.
is a character that you can only find
Is this Figment?
at this
Oh, what are you doing to
park.
Figment?
And I got a
New
feeling
Epcot store,
he's probably a
Walmart.
favorite of some of the folks in this room today.
All walls all day.
Yeah, all construction walls.
Well, for most of our lives, he's appeared only in our imaginations.
All the Figment crazies are gonna
Yeah.
lose their
For
minds.
a short period of time years ago, you could actually meet this lovable purple dragon.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I am thrilled to announce that by the end of next year, you'll get the chance to meet Figment.
They're
in
doing a
person
Figment
Me-
meet and
That's
greet.
crazy.
in the park. Figment is back.
I feel like the Figment thing is
They
weird to
knew-
me.
More to share
Well, they
in the
knew with the
future of our
popcorn
teams
bucket
right
insanity
now.
that they
Hard
had to do
work bringing
something.
Figment
Yeah.
to life, and I know that you're going to all be
Those of you
excited
didn't
to
know
meet
they sold a Figment
And since we're
popcorn
talking
bucket
favorite
that had
characters,
lines for
let's head over
hours,
to Magic
and people
Kingdom
were
to
selling
talk
them on
about
eBay.
Yeah,
It
people were
was
scalping it
insane.
like crazy.
Ever since a certain happy haunt returned to Disneyland, our fans have been asking for him in Florida, too.
The Hatbox Ghost is coming to Disney
Well,
World.
foolish mortals, we have heard you. And I am... I am fiendishly thrilled to announce that next year the Hatbox Ghost will materialize in the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World.
Haunted Mansion is such a fun ride. Like,
Now, on Friday,
It's kind
we
of
announced
cool
a
to,
new
like, see
game
how it's,
that I'm
like-
really excited about. It's called Tron.
Tron!
Ideas.
okay,
Tron!
here it is.
And it's a new take
When?
on the Tron
When,
universe that
Josh?
I think any of you gamers out there are really going to love. Now, obviously, you'll be able to experience this game from anywhere.
Oh, this is a game.
Yeah, there's
You
announced.
want to
Stop
physically
teasing me.
Enter the grid in a thrilling new way.
You see, here you go. Here
Well,
we
I've
go.
got
He's
the
tying it
thing
in.
for
Is
all
it just
of you.
cross promotion?
At Magic Kingdom, we're busy testing Tron Light Cycle Run.
Here we go. I need it.
This
Tron
this
is
will
like
be
such a good IP.
huge addition to Tomorrowland.
teasing
and
us
listen,
for
I know
forever.
that we've been talking, and then we were talking, and then we were talking about this attraction for a while now. But I'm telling you, it's really close to being ready for
How
showtime.
close
So
is
How
it?
close?
In fact, I got a chance to take an early test ride, and I figured I'd give you a sneak peek. Take a look.
Okay.
Well, that looks fairly done. It's all the outside
Yeah.
stuff I think that they have to finish.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of construction still going on around it. Like as you can see here, like
When
in the
did-
middle,
yeah,
the actual
all
like,
the landscaping.
the ride. I'm really excited for that ride vehicle.
But it's rideable, clearly.
Because like we did stuff with like Hagrid's, and it's kind of that same idea where like one person's on a bike. I'm really excited for that. I think
Yeah.
that's such a cool twist, and like obviously ties in so well.
Listen, I
Tokyo
fully
Disney has had
realize
it for
that
a
I have
while,
a really
right?
cool job, but I think you can tell how much I enjoyed that. And what you all saw there, that is just
Figment
a
is
little
a
taste.
like
It
special
was
character
great
made for
riding with
Disney,
some of the team
like
members who
parks,
have
right?
been
Yeah,
That's
it's
the-
from the
committed to this attraction
Journey to
through all of its
Imagination
unforeseen
ride in
twists and
Epcot.
turns.
Yeah.
They're working
So not
on
from a
lot of
movie
finishing
chunk, so.
touches right now, and we're excited for you all to experience it. That is
It's one of the things
why
that has, like,
I
the
am
park
thrilled
culture
to
behind it.
announce to you
Oh,
today that
here we go.
Tron Light Cycle Run will debut in the spring of 2023.
Okay.
So spring break.
Yeah, spring break. It'll be insane.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna leave dry
Oh, got
land,
cruise. Stay tuned
and we are
later
gonna head
for
out
our
to the
recap
high
of our
seas to
Disney
talk
Wish.
about our award-winning Disney Cruise Line. Our majestic new ship, the Disney Wish, took
We've
her
been
maiden
there.
voyage in
Yeah,
July.
we just got off the ship.
She's beautiful and is already a huge hit with our guests. And now we're going to build on that momentum.
I still don't know
turning
how
our
they fit
attention
all the
to
stuff we
next
saw on that
entry
ship. I don't
into
get
our
it.
fleet. For
Yeah,
our
Chunk, just
sixth
Google
ship,
Figment and you'll
Here we
learn
go.
a whole
dreaming
lot.
up a brand new design concept that
Is it the
feels
Adventure, the
unlike
Imagine?
anything
It's all
Disney Cruise
kayaks.
Line has ever done before.
You paddle yourself.
The theme of the ship is adventure.
There you go.
Celebrating
People on the Wish were
renewal.
like, we bet you it's going to be called the Adventure.
Celebrating Walt's lifelong love for exploration, this is going to be an epic journey into Disney stories. And today,
How long
you're
was
the
the cruise?
first to
3 nights,
see
2
what
days,
the
2 full days.
inside of this
But kinda like
amazing
a 2.5
new ship
days.
will look like. Here we go.
I'm really excited for this.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, carpet!
Oh, carpet!
Artist rendering. You mean this isn't real?
The genie.
I'm so excited. This is such a cool way to open this.
Oh, Aladdin and Jasmine will be the statue. Oh, it's
Very
Aladdin
cool.
themed.
Very cool, very cool.
Ah!
That's an awesome, like,
That
Grand Hall.
Hall is
Oh.
inspired by the grandeur and mystery of a gilded palace. It draws on real-world influences from Asia and from Africa, as well as the far-off land of Agrabah. As you
You've
see
been on a couple
there,
cruises.
for
They're
the
awesome.
first
Yeah,
time aboard
Chuck.
one of our
So much
ships,
fun.
the signature Grand Hall statue will feature three
Three.
of our favorite characters, Jasmine, Aladdin, and their
And
lovable magic carpet soaring together towards a whole new world of adventure.
I see what they did there.
But wait here, there's a little detail. Do you all want to know the name of the ship?
The Adventure.
Nope, not
I
interested.
think you already said it.
Let's take a look.
Peter Pan!
It's the fairy dust.
Coco! But it's not Coco, it's Miguel.
Miguel.
But the movie is Coco.
The hitchhiking ghosts.
The Disney treasure.
Part of adventure is finding treasure, so it does all make sense. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it.
At the heart of every adventure, there is a treasure. And we can't wait for
That's what I
you
just-
to create
That's
memories
cute. That's a
aboard
cute
this
name for a ship.
spectacular
It's
new
pirates.
ship.
Yeah.
Our growing
Pirate Night is
fleet
going to be a
also
blast on
allows
that
us
ship.
to go places that we've never been before.
Where are we going?
Treasure Planet.
Because for our next adventure,
Space.
I'm pleased to announce today that we will take the Disney Wonder to Australia and New Zealand.
You got my attention.
We will offer
That
our
sounds
first
like a ton of
sailings in this
fun.
part of the world beginning in late October of next year.
Okay.
The ship here is the destination on these voyages, inviting guests from this region into stories from Disney, Pixar, from Marvel, and Star Wars. And we're so glad to bring something new to those that
How are we
they
supposed to
never have
go on that
experienced this type of Disney
We'll be
magic
talking about
before.
all of those things
That's
later.
far away.
Obviously, then I'm also excited to share that the Disney Wonders repositioning cruises will be our first South Pacific voyages.
Yes.
Giving you the chance
How long?
to
It'd be like a
experience
2 week,
destinations like
at least.
Fiji and Samoa. Pretty cool. And there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Our Disney Cruise Line has started work on our new island destination in the Bahamas.
Another one?
Yeah, is this it?
I told you I had a cool job. I had a chance to visit recently.
They have
and
so
I
many
wanted
ships, they're gonna
you
need
all
another
to
one.
be the first to see it. Welcome to Lighthouse Point on the beautiful island of Eleuthera. We're still in the early stages, but I can tell this is going to be a spectacular location for our Disney Cruise
I like how he's
Line
not wearing
guests.
shoes.
We have a long way to go, but just imagine the possibilities.
I mean, that'll probably be several years in a
Yeah.
way. But with new
Just
ships,
one like
they're gonna
gray
need a new
building off on the
dock.
side.
It's going to keep going. That was the first time that I was on the island, and I can tell you now from a personal point of view that Lighthouse Point is going to be absolutely stunning. It's inspired by the stories of the Bahamas, and we are committed to preserving and protecting the natural environment throughout this project.
giving my friends
Get
a
this,
play-by-play.
everybody. 90%
They
of
could
the
just watch the
power
stream.
used at Lighthouse Point.
Where did our
will
cruise
come
go? We
from
went to
solar
NASA.
Oh, they're
and
doing
Casper
solar
Sand.
power. That's good.
Oh,
They're
that's
trying
cool.
to be environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
That's my thing with them developing
And we're
islands.
working
is-
with local advisors and artists to
Yeah,
create a
they're gonna try to
destination
keep
that
it
represents the
natural.
natural beauty and the rich culture of the Bahamas. We want this to be an authentic experience filled with all kinds
Yeah,
of
that's
Disney
my
magic.
big thing with cruise ships.
Here
Sometimes
is
they
a
come in
brand
and
new
demolish
concept
stuff, and
rendering that I'm sharing
with
with you all
Disney,
for
with the
the first time,
conservation fund
today.
and everything, they're like,
This
we're
is
gonna make
it's
sure
a great
we
overview of what your day
not
on Lighthouse Point
do too
will feel
much.
like.
Yeah.
In addition, obviously to that gorgeous beach that you just saw a moment ago, you'll have a recreation center, you're going to have food and merchandise locations, a youth activity area, and so much more. Here's another rendering showing a closer look at one of the island's pavilions.
That's really interesting
Here,
because now they're
guests will
going to
be able
kind of
immerse
make it so you
themselves
need to go
much
on
more
more
deeply into
cruises to
Bahamian
experience new
culture.
things.
Yeah.
We're excited to create a place where you can learn about the stories and the traditions that are passed down by generations of Eleuthera's residents. We know how much our guests love Castaway Cay, so we can't wait for you also to put your
Castaway
toes in the
Cay.
sand on this new island destination. So more to come there. All right, now that we're back on land,
Yeah, now they can do more,
Let's see
like,
if we can. Let's see
have
how
more
we're
places
finding
to go
ways
in
to
the
make some
Bahamas.
dream locations come to
Shanghai.
life in our parks, and we're going to start in Asia. If you've ever wanted to visit Zootopia, I
Yes.
definitely do. I hope you guys
Yes.
do too. You're going to
Yes.
get a chance to do that in the new land that we're creating in Shanghai Disneyland.
Yes.
This will be our first experience based on the inspiring Academy Award-winning film.
Yes.
Here is a first look at how you'll see into Zootopia Central Station and
Yes.
discover animals going
Cameron's
about their
excited.
daily lives. The technology
I need
that
it.
the
This is the thing
Imagineers
that's
are
going to
using
help me
bring
get to
this
see all
land,
the Disney
to life, it's
castles.
really,
Just
really
kidding. There's
It's-
something for Cameron in Shanghai.
Yeah, I want to go to
This is
Zootopia
also
World.
a brand new piece
That's also
of
where the
concept
original
art that you're
Tron
seeing
is,
for the first
and they
time
have the
today.
better,
You can
a
check out
really
the
good
doors and the
Pirates
apartments
ride.
of all sizes for animals that might be large or small, and then everything in between. Like you guys, I love all these little details.
That's the
that you
thing,
see
though,
here.
is Disney doesn't
Now,
own the
you'll
Tokyo
make your way
parks.
to the Zootopia
Somebody
Police
else owns
Department,
them. They just
which
have the
doubles
rights
as
to
the
Disney
entrance
stuff.
for the land's new family attraction. And there, you're going to be meted by
I can meet my brother this lot.
Our Shanghai team just
Saw this
released this
MVP.
video clip just a few hours ago, and I wanted you to have a first look at it.
不知道啊，今晚的演
Wow.
唱会可是夏季阳的演唱会。
You're gonna need a translator.
夏季阳哦。
And while we are talking about lovable characters, Mickey's favorite teddy bear, Duffy.
This is the thing that's like
Yeah,
huge
so-
with the Asian
fans
parks.
in here.
Yeah, like these aren't.
Nalani.
Yeah.
A huge fan favorite in
Duffy,
our Asian
some
parks
people
for
are
years.
losing their minds.
But listen, things went to a whole new level in Shanghai when we introduced his newest friend, Lena Bell. All right, a few Lena Bell fans in here. Well, just this week,
I did not
that
know.
inquisitive fox made her
It's a
debut
fox.
at Hong Kong Disneyland
Ding,
and
ding,
Tokyo
ding,
Disney
ding,
Sea,
ding.
and the response has been ridiculous. So I thought you might want to meet her too as a special D23 Expo treat. You don't get to see these characters.
There's like a whole bunch
from
of merch
overseas
around
that
all
much,
these
so
characters,
why
right?
not?
Like, that's like a
Everybody
huge thing
making
over
their
there.
first appearance ever in the United States. Please welcome the one and only Lena Bell.
He's like, I didn't know where they were coming from.
You are cute, Lena Bell, and as you can see, she's always looking for another mystery to solve. And while she continues to live in our parks in Asia, I am so excited to announce that Duffy and friends, they're going to star in their own show on
She comes with a
Disney+.
weapon.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. It's a
Burn up the map.
6-episode stop-motion animated series debuting next year. And if
Stop
you want to
motion's
hear
pretty
more
cool.
about
It's been a
Duffy
while
and
since
friends,
we've had
please be
something
sure to
like
check
that.
out the panel later at this afternoon's panel at Hyperion Theater. Looks like Lena may have found another clue there. Lena Bell, thank you so much
Found a
for
clue.
joining us. It was great to see you.
A clue, a clue.
I know you don't get a chance to see that much, and I saw you guys buying a lot of merchandise out there from Lena Bell, so I figured, what the heck. Now, when you all leave today, we have a Lena Bell pin for all of you. It is
Welcome, welcome. It's Misha. Thank you for stopping
only
by.
available in our Asia
Appreciate you
parks, so
hanging
this
out, being a
one is
first-time
really,
chatter.
Really special. We brought it to D23 Expo as a gift
friend of
in
Duffy.
honor of Lena Bell's visit, so enjoy that.
Later on today, we'll be talking through
You
our
know,
recent Disney
whether
trip
we are talking about Duffy and Friends
and
or
taking a look at some of the
Zootopia
other
or
announcements.
any
So
of
feel
our
free to
other
drop,
parks
follow, or hang
experience,
out.
the Disney difference, it
Hong Kong.
comes from our incredible storytelling. And that all stems from who our original storyteller. And that's why, as part of Disney's 100th anniversary, I am so happy to announce that next year Hong Kong Disneyland will unveil a brand new statue of Walt and Mickey. This is a tribute to that famous moment when Walt watched his children on the merry-go-round, that one little spark that eventually led him to create the thing we all love, Disneyland. Now here, he sits on a bench, but this time behind the Castle of Magical Dreams in Hong Kong. And we'll have a commemorative print of this wonderful statue also for you on your way out today.
Another one?
Anything Walt and Mickey I love, we are so proud of this. Now, Hong Kong Disneyland is home to one of 3 new Frozen-themed lands that we're developing around the world.
Ooh.
You
That's
can
cool.
see the land in Hong Kong in this new rendering that we're debuting for you today. World of Frozen in Hong Kong is going to feature 2 attractions, including our first Frozen-themed coaster, Wandering Oaken's Sliding Sleighs. This land, it's really starting to take shape, as you can see here in this brand new footage that we're sharing for the first time. The way Arendelle blends in with the park's natural surroundings on Lantau Island, I think is just
really
magnificent. And I'm happy to share that World of Frozen will open at Hong Kong Disneyland in the second half of 2023.
Oh.
Okay.
That feels very quick.
In
Oh,
Paris,
this is Hong Kong.
our Frozen-themed land is a huge expansion at Walt Disney Studios Park. You're going to be immersed in the same magical wintry setting from the films, including a Norway-inspired village and snow-capped mountains. And to connect Arendelle to the rest of the Walt Disney Studios, we're creating an entirely new promenade in the center of this park. Now here's a fresh look that I'm sharing with you all first
What is that
today,
on the right? That
showing
looks
how this
fancy.
area will expand the current park
It's like this
and
U
lead you
thing.
into a new
What is
lakeside
this?
district. Now as you make your way back
a good
towards
question.
Arendelle, you'll pass many beautiful new gardens, and I'm happy to
I think I haven't
officially
looked
announce
into
today
those
that
too much.
one
It
of
just
these
seems
gardens
like
will feature
so
a new
far-fetched
Tangle-themed
to
attraction
go that
that
far.
we're
At
developing
least
for the
Paris.
whole family to enjoy, even the little ones. Now, Frozen is also one of the stories playing a role in the royal transformation of the iconic 5-star Disneyland Hotel in Paris. Every guest room and all the communal areas, they're being rethemed, and they'll take inspiration from
It's
classics
the Toy Story
like
RC
Cinderella
Racer
and Sleeping
ride. It
Beauty.
goes up and down each
Oh.
side like a
Even
tiny little
more.
coaster.
Oh,
Oh,
so
cool.
it's like-
First
it's
look
like
at
Hot
concept
Wheels.
Yeah.
art for one of our Frozen-themed suites.
Very cool.
I can't wait
Thanks,
for
Knockout.
all of you to get a chance to experience this hotel again for yourself.
That's very fancy
when the
looking.
reimagining
Yeah.
is fully complete in 2024. Our third Frozen project is coming to life at Tokyo Disney Resort. But before I get to
Tokyo!
that, I want to take a moment to recognize a very, very special guest in the audience with us this morning. Would you all please give a warm D23 Expo welcome to Disney legend Toshio Kagami, Representative Director, Chairman, and CEO of Oriental Land Company.
Oh yeah, so that's the he's the CEO of the company that owns the Disney resorts in
Oh, he's zooming in.
Oh. Oh, there you go.
Oh, we found him. We found him. Took the shout out to the stage people doing their best.
We are so grateful for our ongoing partnership and everything Kagami-san has contributed to the Tokyo Disney Resort. And just the latest example, Tokyo Disney Sea is creating its 8th port of call right now. It's called Fantasy Springs. This will include 3 distinct stories. Peter Pan, we'll have Tangled
that
and
pirate ship
Frozen,
looks really cool.
plus a gorgeous hotel integrated right into the park. The Frozen attraction will
So
feature
that's kinda like
several
California
new audio
Adventure?
animatronic figures, and
Grand
I happen
California?
to
Is that
have
what
a
that hotel was?
preview for
Oh, the
all of
Grand
you today
Californian?
that we
Yeah,
haven't
that, like, goes
shared
right into the
with
park.
anyone yet. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah, because that's the Tokyo Disney Sea stuff.
That looks like really good animatronics.
That looks a lot like the one at Epcot, but a little bit better. But it's an animatronic instead of like a
Instead of the face
screen
projector.
As you all heard, Elsa will sing in Japanese, and then her movements will sync specifically to match the rhythm of that language. It's going to be a Frozen experience that you just will not find.
That's kind of the
anywhere
thing.
else
If you're
in the
going to
world.
Tokyo, everything's gonna be in Japan. Okay.
Since we have 3 Frozen lands in development right now in 3 different markets, we thought it would be great to share maybe a moment
Is
representing
that Frozen's
story.
everywhere?
Yeah, everybody gets
Please
a Frozen.
enjoy this beautiful new rendition of Into the Unknown that we've created especially for all of you, and is performed in Cantonese, Japanese, and French. Enjoy
That's
it.
cool.
Nice. Also, France is getting Frozen stuff too.
Yeah, it's Paris, Hong Kong, and Tokyo.
Okay.
That's his like.
And also too, like I think Frozen's one of those like even if it was in a different language, you could still get what's happening.
Yeah.
Like you could watch it as a silent film and know what's going on.
That was spectacular. Kevin Feige, if you're out there, don't even try it. Don't even try it.
Kevin Feige.
Now, before we leave Tokyo Disney Resort, there's one more project that I want to touch on. Beginning in
What could it be?
2024, Space Mountain at Tokyo Disneyland will undergo a transformation that will bring a new story and experience to this iconic attraction. Here is a first look at how the area will transition from
theming
day
it, or is
to
it-
night.
Oh, it's just
Beautiful, I think. With a nod to the original architecture, this reimagined Space Mountain will anchor a new plaza that will be complete by 2027, and I think it's just beautiful. This new vision for Tokyo's Tomorrowland and everything that we've talked about today, for that
I'm trying to
matter,
find
it's
Japan's
all about continually pushing
Frozen 2.
ourselves for
Oh yeah,
more
Japan Frozen
and
2 is
more
125
innovative
million.
storytelling, which of course is
Except
why
South
I
Korea, almost 100 million.
Love visiting with our Imagineers, the ones who bring
China
all
is
of these ideas
just
to life for
behind.
us. Dreaming up new possibilities only
Japan.
Disney would dare to try is what
What
these
is
folks
it- what
are
are they
doing
showing?
every single day. And again, in this really cool job that I have, I regularly get to watch over their shoulders as they do it.
Whoa.
Now,
What
occasionally,
is the tiny?
they even let me
It looks
test
like,
stuff
I think like it's
out.
Groot.
That's usually if they think I can't screw it up, which
Oh,
I
right.
usually do. But sometimes they let me let me test
The
stuff
baby.
out. Now, Imagineers turn technology on its head to see what else they can do. And
That's
this
super cool.
nonstop
I'm
pursuit of innovation means that they're constantly trying things that have never done before. And you can't be afraid to fail once in a while. As you can see, some of these ideas, they became experiences in our parks and our resorts or maybe on our ships, while others teach us lessons that will send our teams down completely new paths. We don't know yet
Rise the
where
Resistance.
some of these concepts may take us, and I guess that's kind of the fun part here. Because there are absolutely no boundaries when you're dreaming of a big future like this. You know, we've been like a train just barreling down the tracks for
Can't
more
stop,
than
won't stop.
6 decades since we opened Disneyland Park. And then COVID, it brought that train to a stop. But it also allowed us to spend some time tinkering around a little bit. It was a rare opportunity to stop and think about where we wanted to go. So we took some time to do some things that we've always wanted to try in our parks, but we also had to put a few projects on hold while the world was stopped. Well, now we are back on track. We are picking up steam as we head toward our future and the reimagining possibilities that are in
Yeah,
front of
I
us.
wonder what's.
Now look, what I'm about to share with you is probably going to make a bunch of Disney folks out there nervous. But I think
What?
it's going to make you all really excited. Because what,
What?
we're going to talk
That
about
one person
next
will be.
is way early in the creative process.
Okay,
It's
so
what
maybe
our
we're gonna get some
Imagineers
idea,
call
like
Blue
things that
Sky.
don't have dates.
I want to be clear with everybody in here, though. We are not up here daydreaming. It's important to me that you know these things we're going to talk about, they are very real. They are very serious discussions that I'm having with our teams about the future of our parks and experiences. And I want to touch on a couple of them today because, well, you are our biggest fans, and I want you to see behind that curtain a little bit. Does this sound like it's fun? Okay, I'm sure I'm going to get myself in trouble here. Now, some of you might know,
I'm sure I'm gonna get
at
myself
one
in
point in my
trouble
career,
with
I
this
was
definitely
lucky
playing
enough to be leading Disney's Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World. And during that time, I was involved with some of the planning for Pandora, the world of Avatar. It was
Are we going to talk about
such
the?
an awesome project.
Are we going to talk about
It was
Dinoland?
so transformative for Animal Kingdom, and our guests love that land.
It is very cool.
But you know,
Can confirm. Flight
I
of
was kind
Passage
of always
is an
thinking
awesome
about
ride.
the possibilities for transformation in this
Zootopia
other
Land.
area
Don't
of the
tease
park,
me, Knockout.
and that's Dinoland.
Yeah, what are you doing to Dinoland?
I gotta tell you, we see tremendous opportunity here, a chance to tell some new stories that fit right in with what Animal Kingdom is all about. And I am just so excited about it. I
Could
can't
be
keep
anything.
it to myself,
What is
so I'm
it?
gonna
Why
share
did
it
you
with
demolish
And
Primeval
I figured it
World?
would be cool to invite out 2 key collaborators to come on out here and talk with
John
you about some of our
Favreau.
initial ideas.
Calling
Sound
Zootopia
fun?
Land.
Okay.
But I like
please
Dinosaur.
welcome Imagineering Creative
That's
Portfolio
kind of the
Executive
point.
Chris
Is dino
Beatty
animals of the
and
past,
Chief
fantasy,
Creative Officer of
current.
the Walt Disney
Unless they're
Animation
finally bringing in
Studios
the
and
fantasy
Academy
stuff.
Award-winning filmmaker Jennifer Lee.
Jennifer Lee. They are playing Zootopia. But I like Dinosaur. Don't take away Dinosaur from
Am I
me.
making you guys nervous?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Don't
Nervous?
take Dinosaur away from
Well,
me.
first of all, thank you both for being here today. Before we get to Dinoland, Jen, talk to us about the relationship between animation and Imagineering. What's it like for you to do these incredible things, write and direct a tremendous film like Frozen that becomes an instant classic for everyone, and then see those characters come to
Yeah, I
life
don't know
in
this
our-
dinosaur.
in our
This dinosaur
parks? What's that
restaurant
like?
has a
I mean,
free topping
it's really,
bar
it's a complete
that
rush.
fed you when you were a pool
I mean,
college
parks,
kid. Nice.
I mean, I don't know you all, they've always meant so much to me. And now to see these stories and characters that we get to work on and that we've created become new experience for the guests, I'm pretty overwhelmed. Give me a minute. I mean, I was listening to Into the Unknown and I was practically turning into pixie dust when you were showing us all the Frozen land.
Jennifer,
So
what are you doing to
I'll
my
land on
dinosaurs?
Earth in a minute. But you know, speaking for everyone at Disney Animation, to say we love, love, love being a part of the creative process for our parks.
Or are you making a new movie?
Working with Imagineers.
This would be a cool way
Like
to
a dinosaur movie?
Yeah.
We are your biggest fans. I mean, we are. I have to tell you. So, but what's amazing is how it really
She's
is
a
this
Disney
natural
animation.
fit. It is like being in our story rooms. It's like bouncing ideas around, crazy ideas sometimes, and then of course they make it happen, and just seeing where the stories take us.
It could
And
be.
I've been, Chris and I, along with the teams, I'm like all about like what it's like being in there for me, but along with all the Imagineers and the studio filmmakers themselves, have been working together and looking at how we can bring the films for this last decade into the parks.
Oh, come on.
All right, so can I continue
Keep
to
it
love
dinos.
fest?
Yeah, you get in there. It's all you, Chris.
Do the
Go
good
ahead.
dinosaur. I don't
It
care.
is so true. We love partnering with your team at Animation. Getting early insight into the characters and the stories that you're developing, it's critical for us at Imagineering as we move through that blue sky process. Let's go back to Dinoland for a minute. I think that's a great example of where we opened our conversation really, I think, with an important reminder about the ethos of Animal Kingdom. It has to start there. You know, since its beginning, Animal Kingdom has really focused on stories that have this connection to animals
I'm,
and
like, really
intrinsic values of
nervous.
nature, and most of all, probably the power of transforming.
That is how they prep
Like,
it.
it's a very
Josh, a few
specific
minutes
theme,
ago, we
but
talked about
like
Avatar.
Zootopia would make sense, but
That is the
also
perfect example of where a narrative
Animal Kingdom was
and
supposed
how
to
it
have
embodies these core
animals of the
values
past,
to create an
animals of
experience that
fantasy,
can only
animals of-
live
animals
at
of
Animal
now.
Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean,
And if you just take
completely
out the
agree with
dinosaurs,
that, Chris.
it ruins
But
the whole
Jen,
thing.
Talk to
Ruins
us
the
a little bit
balance.
about how these values play into our decision
You
making.
learn
If
from
we
the
want to tell
past.
more stories in the park, what do we think could happen in Dinoland?
Well, I mean, first of all, understanding the foundation is critical to our creative thinking. And for us, what immediately came to mind when thinking about Animal Kingdom was Zootopia.
Oh no! But dinos.
Really tell new stories together
We got our
about these
Sloth, we
incredible
got our Judy.
animals to engage people of all ages.
Exactly. I mean, I remember the
But
first time I
Dino.
sat down and watched Zootopia, watching Judy Hopps board the train and go through those amazing landscapes and the animals in those environments just jumped off the
I
screen.
think we
to me
still have
as
a Disneyland
possibility
announcement too.
that could
He said he
live
would
in
be coming
Animal
back to Disneyland.
Yeah, I mean, how cool would it be to take our guests into the various districts? I mean, be immersed in Tundra Town, Little Rodentia, Bunnyborough, the Rainforest District, perhaps even points you haven't seen yet?
I'm sure there are
But what about
districts
the
and
dino-
characters we haven't seen yet, right?
Well, not yet. Wink, wink, wink.
Is there a dino district?
I'm waiting for that meeting to take place.
I'd be okay with that. Don't take away my ride.
In all honesty, look, we love Zootopia, but we can't help as Imagineers but ask ourselves, where else could we go? And your team has done such an amazing job of developing stories that really speak to this idea of connections to nature.
Yeah, when we talked and I thought about this idea of connection,
Dino
something
2,
else that
or
came to mind
Zootopia
was
2.
Dinotopia.
Moana, maybe?
Yes, please. I love the idea of Moana.
Or maybe
being
it's like a
Animal
mixture
Kingdom. I mean,
of
her
things.
story is one of adventuring beyond the reef, connecting with nature. I mean, in order to heal a broken world and save her people. And I can just imagine getting to journey with her, trying to fight off the Kakamora, meeting mysterious animals and creatures of the deep. It would be thrilling.
Yes, that is would be extremely thrilling, and that's
But
exactly
Moana
how
already has a whole
Kingdom,
section of
or how
Epcot we're
Moana
waiting
can
for.
fit into Animal Kingdom. These are the types of stories and narratives that really, I think, speak right to the heart of the park.
I think all of that sounds great, and we have real aspirations for this part of the park. We're all so excited about the possibilities here. Now, Chris, I seem to recall one of those days at Imagineering, you showed me a piece of concept art.
It could be.
What we're talking about
Concept?
here.
Concept?
We do a lot of concept art, but yes, I believe we did share some with you early on.
But are you
And
taking my dinosaurs
it'll
away?
be a poster for the people that are there right now.
Are you going to share?
Don't take my dinos away.
That's what's happening.
You guys, these are our fans
By the
here.
way, I just want to know.
These are our fans.
Okay. I just want to know, first, will I have a job come Monday morning?
You'll always have a
All right,
job.
great. All right, let's just show it. Let's show it.
All right. Put it up.
Okay, look, we're going to show you this. It's big, it's beautiful, it's over the top, and I'd hesitate even to call this a concept. Look, we developed
Where's the dinosaurs?
lots of
does
paintings
look
like
really
this
cool,
to help our teams envision the
It's interesting that
possibilities
it'd be
of what
like doubling
could
down on
be.
more Moana.
This is just one of them.
But I love this one.
It's a good one.
But I love this one.
I know.
Yes.
And I know that there's more beyond just that one park, Animal Kingdom.
What about dinos?
Since we're already pulled back the curtain a little bit here, why not go maybe a little bit further now, making some people really nervous? How would you like to talk about Magic Kingdom?
Yeah. I mean, please.
Just give me the freaking
What are you doing
diamonds.
to Magic Kingdom?
Chris, if I recall, you were the creative director for New Fantasyland. And I guess up until like right now, that was the largest expansion in Magic Kingdom's history.
Yes, I mean, Magic Kingdom holds a special place in my heart. I think there are so many amazing stories yet to be told, lands yet to be explored. Trust me when I say
That's
this.
the thing about World is they have a lot of
They have a lot of property.
And one of the concepts we're most excited about is this idea of new frontiers. Let me give you an
Isn't
example.
that like
So,
about
Josh,
adding
you
more to
ever wonder
Magic
if you
or
could
to Animal
travel
Kingdom?
to the
Have
other
more to
side
do
of
in
Big
that park?
Thunder Mountain, what could be there?
Oh, they're gonna put stuff behind Big Thunder?
Yeah. And I'm sure that there are about 7,000 people in the audience who wondered, what exactly is beyond Big Thunder?
All right, well, that's what we're exploring.
Okay.
So we're exploring.
Warehouses.
All right, so
Warehouses.
Everyone go with me.
Swamp.
So let's
Bayou.
take this journey. Imagine, what if we could
Alligators.
pass over those spires of Big Thunder Mountain, and maybe in front of us, there's a
Central
valley.
America?
There's a valley in front of us with the little town of Santa Cecilia.
Or is this Mexico?
And they're celebrating Dia de los Muertos. And what if we can climb on board the back of Al Brie and fly into the land of the dead? With
It'd be a
our
very
familia,
cool,
just like the Riveras
nighttime, kind
in
of like
Coco.
what they've been talking about.
That's what could be
Avatar.
out there.
And of course, I mean, I'm just asking, what if we do want to talk about Bruno?
Ooh.
Carrie's watching it now.
Got Encanto coming.
And
I'm
Encanto.
sure you know that there are many of us at Disney Animation who cannot wait to see more Encanto in the parks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
And who are we kidding? No one could bring a magical house to life like
This
Disney
is just like
Imagineering.
early concepts. This is
What if
like
we could
several
walk
years
into
away.
the magical
that's what they're saying, that
Jacinta
this is all blue
just
sky.
Meet the family. What if Maribel is your guide, introducing you to all the wonder within those walls? Bruno's tower, Antonio's room, all of it. All of it.
Yeah.
What if you could
So this
step
is like
up to a door?
This is probably
just
like in the
barely
next
past-
decade.
Yeah, this is like barely past concepting from what they said earlier.
What if? Jennifer is not going to stop. And you know what? She shouldn't. These types of ideas are exactly.
Yeah, so like we could definitely see
why I'm
none
so
of these
glad
come about.
In the next
both
5
here
years,
today
Or
yeah.
at all.
talking to our
Like these are kind of
biggest
just
fans
Like these
about
may not happen
what
if there's
could
another
be
pandemic.
Yeah, this
on
there's
the
kind of like the
horizon
these are
here.
these
So
are our
let's-
current
Let's
blue
talk
skies
about one more.
brainstorming.
No.
To kind of get fan reactions, probably too.
Come on.
All right. Yes, let's do it. Let's
All
share.
right, well, listen, I know this one is not planned anytime soon, but it's something that we know all of you talk about, and it's a fun idea that's always in the back of our minds, and it's an area overrun by villains.
They're not doing a villains park, are they? People have been talking about this. Or it's a section, villain section.
They did not say like whole new park. They're still talking Magic Kingdom. So.
All right, so I'm gonna guess this hasn't just crossed our mind, but 7,000 other people as well.
Yeah.
Would love maybe to see this idea happen.
And I know we love to hate, but mostly love, adore, and sometimes a little too obsessively adore our villains.
Our villains.
All right, well, Chris, here I go again. I'm pretty sure that you shared another early concept or thought starter for the Magic
I'm a
Kingdom
bit like,
too.
I don't know what to feel.
Well, I mean,
come on.
You already called me a wimp once, so I guess I'm just going to
It'd probably be one of those things like once it's got going and we got more concrete stuff, I think I'd get
once again,
it.
this
But
is a thought starter, but you can see here the villains.
Yeah, he's doing a good job
looming
couching all
overhead
of this.
with Casa Magriel
As
in the
like,
distance, and then
here's
we
all of
arrive at
our.
Santa Celia.
can you imagine how
That's
big? You
why
gotta do
couldn't
2
be
days
out
at
there
Magic Kingdom
beyond
with all of that.
big
Well, this is going to be at yeah. Yeah, because this is Magic and the other stuff is
Diamond.
is Animal.
Animal Kingdom. But like Magic Kingdom already is huge
Magic
and
Kingdom's
has a ton
already really
already.
busy.
I'm in trouble now, but I gotta say, this looks fantastic. Beyond
This is
Big
like-
Thunder Mountain is gonna
Like
be
you're
so,
gonna need
so
to
cool.
plan 2 days
I
at
can't
Magic
wait
Kingdom
to keep
for every
talking
trip,
more
for
with
sure.
you both about these ideas and to start locking some of this in. Animation is where all this
Which is
began
probably what they're
100
counting
years
on.
ago.
Right.
We have
Like, we need people
such
more
a
than
rich
just come here
collection
for
of
4
stories
days.
to
We
draw
need to
from.
keep 'em here
With
longer.
your teams working closely together, I want to hear more. I want to share more with all of these fans. Jen, Chris, you guys.
This
are
is why they make you pay for Genie Plus, because they want to build this stuff.
Right. Maybe they want to keep on.
This is
going
why they're
crazy.
charging more, because they're wanting to build more. So they can't do free stuff anymore.
I'll say it maybe for the 10th
That's gonna
time
chop
today.
up
You
Rivers
can
of
see
America.
why
Oh, they
I
might-
love
they
this
might keep-
stuff. I just want to make sure that you know that we are constantly
Where is Rivers of
thinking
America?
about
This is the one that
what's
goes in
next.
front by
Because as Bob said on
Haunted
Friday,
Mansion.
Oh, okay.
Disney is a company of unrivaled creativity.
I haven't ridden that in
and
a
we
while.
are
They might
never,
keep it
never
there.
going to stop working towards that next great idea.
Or they have to
We're
build a
never
bridge to
going
go
stop
over it, like a
surprising
large
you. We're
bridge
never
or
gonna stop
something.
delighting you. We're pushing the boundaries of where we can all go together. We're always in search
Always?
of Walt's
Always.
great,
Always.
big, beautiful tomorrows.
Great.
This
big,
is a
beautiful
relationship
tomorrow.
between us at Disney and you, our greatest fans and our guests. We dare to dream it, and you all complete the picture. I have a new video that I wanted to share with you all that I think
it's gonna make
sums
us
up
cry, probably.
this idea perfectly. We haven't shown it to anyone yet because, well, we've been saving it just for you. I think it gets right to the heart of our special relationship with you. Let's take a look.
PD. Hey. I can't sleep.
Why?
Why?
Do you want to go to Disney?
Oh.
A child.
Yes.
Yes.
What if we went to Disney World today?
See, this is something that gets me.
We really
Today?
The surprise Disney trips.
Going to Disney?
What did they announce?
That my mind would explode.
Potentially
as a
Coco,
kid.
Encanto,
and
and
villains.
coming to Magic
A
Kingdom.
villains section of the park.
The smells, the sights, the sounds. There's something in the air that is so special and unique.
the way it connects one-to-one with our guests. Over and over.
This is like the commercials like Baby Me would come at. Like on the VHS commercials, like, we're going to Disney.
Across the country and around the world.
Oh my gosh, that kid.
Stories become more.
They're living their best life.
Me. I just can't.
To choose the Hulk.
I can't wait to see a princess.
Oh.
You look like a really good Buzz Lightyear.
I would fly.
Don't try it.
You are now a knight of the kingdom.
Where's that?
What is that?
With you at the center, everything comes to life.
Just the fact that we were together.
Alani, I want to go there. But I need to get rich.
We're all in it.
Yeah.
We're in the moment.
We need a very rich friend to take us to Alani.
Yeah.
Together, we make the memories that will live in your heart.
I feel like we're celebrated here. And
Oh, that's cute.
Other people.
Together, we make the impossible possible.
Oh.
This is a dream come true for me.
Because the magic of Disney is nothing compared to what happens when we share it with you. Now and forever.
I always wonder what Disney will do next.
Cheers to many more memories.
Moana flossing with the kids.
Cute. Oh, I know her. She's a TikToker.
We did that. We'll talk about that now.
We wrote that. Eventually.
We wanted to ride that.
Yeah, where are they doing a pirate show?
Yeah, I would like to
I
watch
also
that
heard
pirate show.
Phantasmic is coming back in October to Hollywood Studios.
Oh yeah.
I think I sent you that TikTok.
That kid's how I felt when I walked in the Galaxy's Edge. Parks, experiences,
And product. Buy the stuff.
I got the new Magic Band.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
At
Magic
Disney
Band
Parks, experiences and products, everything that we want to do, you can be found in those magical moments like you just saw. Whether you're hugging a character or you're riding an attraction or you're visiting a far off place or maybe you're
I'm
playing
sure
a
like
game
those
or
new
spending
things
time
that they
with
have
your
to
loved
like
ones.
put it on
Whatever
paper
it
for a
is,
contractor
we're
before they can
inviting
make
all
any
of
kind
you
of
into our
announcements
stories so
about
that
like
you can
timeline.
make us part of your story. That's, I think, what this is all about. And there's no telling how far we will go.
Maybe when we turn
all
40,
together.
we can.
Because I believe
Our 40th
I believe that the
anniversary,
best
we'll do
is
Disney
to
World
come.
and a Disney
Our
cruise.
40th anniversary?
Considering that
No,
we're
when we
about to
turn
celebrate
40.
Oh, okay.
our
Or like
Our 40th birthday.
anniversary at Disney.
We're same year.
Yeah, you said anniversary.
Yeah, of our births.
Since 2016, we've
It's
had
an
more than
anniversary.
200 new lands and experiences and attractions and festivals and so much more. And we've done that literally
festival.
around
A
the
festival.
world. And that's why when I tell you that we're
Gotta
just
go to the
getting
festival.
started, I hope that you know I really, really mean this.
Is he ending this,
This
or is
year,
there more?
we unveiled Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think they said
Cosmic
they were going to do
Rewind.
some more for Disneyland. He said he'd be
The
coming back.
Disney Wish.
The Wish.
Star
The
Wars
Wish.
Galactic Star Cruiser and Avengers Campus.
Also too
in
poor to do
Disneyland
that.
Paris.
Yeah, we've done 2 of those
Next
things.
year, we've got Mickey's Toontown. We've got Tron.
Okay.
We've got World of Frozen and World Celebration. In 2024, we're bringing you Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Story Living by Disney is going to be up and running. And then the Disney Treasure, as we talked about today. And that's
The
That's not
treasure.
even all.
This thing is
so
cute.
much more.
So
good
much
stuff
more.
coming. So many new experiences. Yeah, and
Wow.
even more that I can't tell you
Disneyland
about
Hotel transformation.
just yet. We have a massive library of stories and characters to draw from, and we are planning more attractions. We're going to give you more entertainment. We're going to give you more special moments.
More is more, because there's more
ways
of
to
you,
make
so we
your
need more
time
space
Yeah.
to put all of
better.
you.
Yeah.
What you love about Disney. Right now, as we all sit here today in Hall D23, Imagineers are out there thinking of the next great experience you can't find anywhere else but with us. It's how
Yeah,
we've
so you can
defined
give your
ourselves
money
for the
to
first
Universal.
100 years, and it's going to define our next 100 as well.
Well, that's the thing. Universal has Epic
Which brings
Universe, so
me
they need to announce
back to
what's
where we
in
started
that
this
part.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning in January, oh my gosh, do we have a 100th anniversary celebration in store for all of you. As you know, we're calling it Disney 100 Years of Wonder. And as Bob said, it's going to be the biggest celebration in our company's history. Throughout 2023, we're inviting you to share the wonder with us on social media because we want to hear more of your Disney stories. Each of our destinations around the world, on land and
I'm
at
just
sea,
like,
will
what are we
showcase
talking
the
about now? Like, I don't know what to
in
say.
their
Like,
own
what
way.
does this encompass?
What is this actually going to be?
Entertainment, we'll have new merchandise, we'll have special new food, we'll have drinks, and so much more. There will be more to share on all of this very soon. But I can tell you that the heart of this entire celebration will be right here in California at the Disneyland Resort.
Okay, so this is where they were going to return to.
Okay, the Disneyland Hotel.
Beginning in late January, the happiest place on earth will receive new platinum-infused decor and new looks for Mickey and Minnie and her pals. We'll have special live entertainment moments that will pop up across the resort, including the long-awaited return of the Magic Happens Parade this spring.
Oh, yay!
That's why I love the parades. Those are always super fun.
I can't wait to experience it with all of you. Trust me, I will be out there. And I'm excited to announce that starting in late January, Disneyland Resort will showcase not one, but 2 new nighttime spectaculars. At Disney California Adventure, World of Color 1 will celebrate the storytelling legacy all started by Walt. It is going to be a world of color like nothing that you've seen before, with an all-new inspiring story told through some of your favorite characters.
Woo.
And then the new nighttime spectacular debuting at Disneyland Park, Wondrous Journeys, will ignite the wonder in all of us. It'll feature nods to all 60 Walt Disney Animation Studios films to date, taking us on a journey filled
So we're going to Disneyland.
It's going to be a process.
So Disneyland next year for sure.
Hey, as long as I can do Avengers Campus.
A ton of heart. It'll continue to build upon Disneyland's state-of-the-art projection effects, turning areas of the park into an artist's canvas that brings characters to life around you as the fireworks dance up in the sky.
Yep.
This show will
I was saying earlier, I want to see the flat versions of these projections.
Yeah.
I'm curious to what they look like.
And then you said 2.
You want to hear it, right?
Fantastic.
You got it. This is the world premiere of It's Wondrous, just for our D23 Expo fans.
Am I gonna cry?
Hard to know just where it starts, how it grows from just a spark.
Is this too early to be copyrighted?
Yeah, I'm curious to what all's going on. They definitely got their like dancer and musician budget going for this thing. Like they've had so many like live performances.
From dream to a wish to one very first try, from jumping to falling to learning to fly. Stroke of the
If we go for an anniversary, can we invite my friends too?
I guess.
We could do our
It can be a
own
party.
thing after.
It can be a party.
Yeah, we can do a all are invited.
So is this like going to be the song that they do for the new show?
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure I understood that, but okay.
It's not a banger yet.
Yeah. This seems very chill for like a fireworks show.
But usually they do like this and then they weave in like classic Disney stuff.
Yeah.
it makes sense if they do more of the 100th stuff at Disneyland, because like World just did their big 50, and then Land was the original park, even though Land's not 50, not 100 years old, but like it kind of embodies the company's like origins in a way. But I love World of Color. That's such a cool show.
Cool to
I've
get
seen
all
it
of the
on
streaming
YouTube.
friends together for a Disney trip. Yes. Crazy party.
But yeah, I want to do the Disneyland Halloween party too, because that one they have a lot more characters there than they can, because they have like Marvel villains and stuff. And they have more than the World one can have. But honestly, the World one already has too much, because it's a huge park. But like,
it's basically all of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, that event I think works better at Land maybe because it's smaller, but you still probably can't do everything. But all peoples are coming out.
We actually got the Chippendale. We got Judy.
We got Ray
and Chewbacca. Elsa and Anna. Buzz and Woody.
The Incredibles.
Incredibles.
Not Coco. Miguel. He's from Coco. His grandma's name is Coco.
We got Captain Marvel and Thor as well on this side.
Oh yeah, Mickey and Minnie are in their platinum outfits.
Welcome
Okay.
back to D23 Expo Live. Wasn't that?
Alrighty.
So let's do a recap and then we're going to get into some other stuff.
I got to pause real quick. You can keep talking.
I will keep talking. So for me, very excited about some of those announcements. As I said towards the beginning, like huge Zootopia fan. And so always excited to see all of that stuff and I'm very interested to see what the differences are between like the 3 Frozen lands. It's kind of crazy that they're bringing that in like 3 different parks at the exact same time. But kind of cool it's going to be kind of cool then to see what the differences are between all of those. And so getting to make an excuse to have to go to Paris, Shanghai.
Oh no.
And
we need to buy
Tokyo.
more other stuff so
There
we can get more plane points.
Plane points so we can fly around.
But do all the DoorDash.
Yeah. And then, yeah. I mean, I know like the big thing that we also wanted to know was when was Tron opening. That was definitely something.
Spring. My
getting
prediction
that
was
good.
either maybe Christmas. I think that was going to be too close, but spring break. Like they usually want to open it close to like it's Keke Palmer. They usually want to open it close to some sort of big thing like Thanksgiving or Christmas or spring break. But spring would be a good time because spring breaks are all over a bunch of different times for people. But now we know.
Yeah, now we know.
Yeah, so it sounds like next year is going to be a big finishing everything of current projects up at Disney World. That then, I guess, in Tiana stuff's 2024. Is that when that one?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
So we'll see about that one. But yeah, where are we? What are we getting into?
Yeah, was there anything else that stood out to you from the?
Happily Ever After, the very first announcement is coming back,
one.
and I'm super excited about that because that show made me sob uncontrollably because it's just like, especially for like a 90s Disney fan, like it makes references to like all of my favorite Disney movies and just like uses the original music and stuff, whereas like the new show that they've been doing is kind of like covers of those shows, so it doesn't hit the same. And the idea of Happily Ever After is not just like go like find your true love. It's kind of like all these different characters figured out how to find their like reach their goals or find their dreams and things like that. And it's kind of like go find your happily ever after, whatever that could look like. And that's kind of the idea. It kind of brings the audience into it instead of just being like Disney stuff. But I guess like the new one, their thing is like you are the magic, but it kind of doesn't translate as much with the new show. But I don't know. There's just more connections, I think, to the people watching with Happily Ever After than the current one. But anyway, I'm excited it's coming back. So we definitely, if we're going back for that, we'd want to do a dessert party and stuff. Just because it's like, they took it away, we didn't get to see it, and we want to see it again. So yeah, I definitely want to do that. I'm excited to know when Walcott's going to come down. What did they say that one? Late 23?
Yeah, I think that was late 23.
Yeah, because it looks like they're doing a lot of the concrete and stuff. Like they've done all the foundation work already, and I don't know how to feel about Dino Land. I'm kind of upset that it looks like they're going to start making it not be Dino Land and just be something else, which it kind of is frustrating because it's kind of like, we're just going to do whatever. This is, but because the original idea for Animal Kingdom is supposed to be animals of the past, animals of now, and animals in fantasy. And the fantasy section was kind of taken away because of this whole debacle with Universal at the time. But they put Pandora where the fantasy section was going to be, so that kind of works. But I don't want that. If they're going to do that, I'm okay with an expansion, but I want them to keep dinos in some aspect. So, like, maybe Zootopia is going to do, like, a dinosaur version of Zootopia or something, or maybe Disney Animation is going to do a dinosaur thing, and they just can't talk about it yet. So maybe, and then they're just trying to incorporate other stuff with it. But I don't know. I just want it to stay kind of true to the original Animal Kingdom and not just be like, and we're just going to throw this in there because there's animals in it. Like, that kind of idea. Which I'm happy about, like, Zootopia, but I'd kind of wish it was, like, an expansion section and not a replacement kind of thing.
That is, we kind of talked about that earlier on, too. That's kind of the weird thing with Disney World as a whole. Is it's like you have so much space there.
Yeah.
Like it seems like you could easily just expand out instead of like replacing.
Yeah, and maybe they'll do a little bit of that with Dino Land. Like maybe they'll keep that ride or that area and maybe have some of that, but maybe slightly retheme it. But then they'll just add at the back end that stuff. So we'll see. I just don't know how to feel. It depends on what they plan. But if they do start tearing stuff down, I'm like, we're gonna have to go back and ride Dinosaur a couple more times before they take it down. Well, I love that ride. It's so kitschy, but I love it.
Yeah.
Or needs an update at least.
Yeah, and they could just be because what was the thing that they actually tore down?
Primeval World is like a carnival roller coaster. Like I'm not upset about what they tore down.
Because maybe this is just going into that area and they're keeping the rest of the dino stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then here's my question. It's called Dino Land USA. What's it gonna be now if they change it? Is it gonna be Dino Land and then some, or is it gonna be like just a non-named land? Yeah. Like I just don't know how it's gonna work because that's the thing about Animal Kingdom. It's very separated. It's like here's the middle section that has like Asia and Africa and all the different countries like involved, and then Pandora off by itself, and then Dino Land, Dinotopia. Yeah, Dinotopia, that's what I kept saying. But I just think that's its own IP of something else. Or maybe I'm thinking Dinotasia. There's some sort of movie from the 90s I'm thinking of. But yeah, I think the Magic Kingdom expansion sounds really cool because they're not replacing or changing what's already there because I think they would have a riot. But they are adding things in an area where it makes sense to add it because it's in the west kind of, and it's like kind of.
I'm trying to get a map up for us.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right. It would kind of cut off Rivers of America.
Let's open. Sorry, this is taking me a second. Yes.
Yeah.
Go.
The buttons. Okay. So it looks like. So it'd be like out here.
Yeah. So it'd kind of be like in this section.
So this is Rivers of America, which I'm guessing goes all the way back there. So they'd either have to do a bridge around.
And put it like in this section.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. I don't know how they would do that. Yeah, because I think that's why they wouldn't put it back there because it's that river's back there and that's part of the Liberty Bell ride. Yeah, so it'd have to cut off part of that waterway. Okay, so
because
I think it'd have to go. Here's Big Thunder. So yeah, it'd have to go on the other side of that waterway. I would think, like before that road. What's crazy though is I think the half marathon went right down that road. Because we went back here on Caribbean Way, ran back here, and then ran that way.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that's where they'd have to either cut off that road or squeeze it in there, but then the train goes right through there. But that's the other thing, is if the train goes through there, then maybe that's how another way you can get to it is if there's a train stop back there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know how they're gonna fit that, but unless they reroute some roads, but
unless they go more zoomed out view, like come over here into this area, like
that's
make it
so far away.
Make it this section like as a whole over here. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna fit it unless they reroute roads, but yeah, that's kind of. It's interesting that that's where it's going, but of course, like if you think about it, how small the hub and stuff is, and you could just stick that, I don't know. I think that'll be interesting. They could also expand it out behind Splash Mountain and stuff somewhat too.
Come down this side.
Yeah.
Because that would kind of fit with the bridge thing of just put another bridge over here.
Yeah.
And then just have it. You'd have to do something with Floridian Way, but.
Yeah, but at least the railroad goes around it, so they could keep Rivers of America and put it behind it somehow. But again, they'd probably have to reroute a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Be about as big as New Fantasyland. Yeah, so that's back here.
That's this? Okay.
Yeah.
Because that is kind of Knockout Mix.
Yeah, they could fit that in there.
Because they did say that it was like New Fantasyland was the biggest expansion so far, and then immediately went into talking about this.
And I think when they describe it, we think huge, but when you think about New Fantasyland, how small the Tangled section is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still Tangled, and how small the Little Mermaid section is. Like, that could literally be it, but then there's like a little corridor, kind of like how where Be Our Guest is, and like that could be like where the villains area is. Like, it's a little corridor that you go through, and it's back there, kind of like how they do like Diagon Alley and stuff. It's just kind of hidden.
Yeah, or like, even like Galaxy's Edge, where it's like you walk through this tunnel and then
you're there.
Yeah, now you walk out and you're in this whole new area.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, we'll see what. It's really weird thinking about all these changes. It's hard to like embrace change, but it's like half of it I'm excited about. Some of it's I'm like, but I like what's there now. It's my favorite. So, the Disneyland stuff I am not as hyped about because I think a lot of the Disneyland stuff is just a lot smaller scale.
Mm-hmm.
But the new Marvel stuff will be really cool, and them doing San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Would be really neat.
Big Hero 6, I'm kind of just excited to see that get some more love.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's kind of, like Big Hero 6 kind of fell into like that weird part where it's not MCU.
Yeah.
But it's also like not really connected with anything. It's kind of in like its own little bucket, even though it's technically like a Marvel property.
Yeah. And I think so too, that movie, I don't think it flopped, but I think it's one of those that it didn't do as well as some other ones, but it got like a bit of a cult following.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like it wasn't their most popular. It didn't do terrible, but but I think people have fallen in love with it more over time, especially with Disney Plus and people watching. I think that's kind of the nice thing too about Disney Plus is some stuff that maybe flopped back in the day could get a new thing. People are like rediscovering it, kind of like back in the day when like they released stuff on VHS and people are like, oh, let's rent this from Blockbuster, and then suddenly everyone loves it, but no one saw it in theaters.
Right.
Which is what happened to like The Princess Bride and movies like Nightmare Before Christmas and things like that. Like they all kind of became popular later.
And Chunk says they have Diagon Alley at Disney World. No,
that's
no,
at Universal.
It's at Universal,
Studios.
But kind of that idea of like
it's like a small area.
Yeah.
So it's like you go through like a little like kind of brick wall idea, and then it opens up into this big area that's hidden from the rest of the park.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you feel like you're in another world.
Yeah.
But you can look up videos of Diagon Alley, like walking into Diagon Alley at Universal Studios Orlando, and you can see what we're talking about because it kind of emulates the idea of you going through the brick wall in the movies.
Okay. Yeah, I think with that, Twitch people, stay right here. YouTube people, thank you for watching. Go check out the other videos that we'll have up talking about our trip and some of the other big announcements that have come out recently. But we will catch you later. If you've liked what you've seen, please drop that subscribe. Please drop a like or comment on the video. Those definitely help as we try to grow our YouTube channel. If you're watching on Twitch, of course, would appreciate follows there as well. Thank you for everyone that we've had several first-time chatters today. Really appreciate you. And we will be right back with trip recap / Disney cruise / loot show off.
Loot.
So.
I'm gonna have to look at her pictures.